Stand by the bedside of the old folk in rest homes throughout the land today. Let them know that old Christians never die, that they just sleep away in thee. Bless those who are in orphan homes throughout the land. Bless the man on his job this morning who cannot see his way out of his economic condition. Bless the young woman today who rises with a dark cloud of despair hanging over her life. Let her know, my Father God, that all things are possible if she will only believe today. And oh God, when we've done what you told us to do, we pray that we'll hear your welcome voice at the end of this life, saying, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Come on in and enjoy the glories of our Lord. These and all of the blessings we ask in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you. This is GN Radio UK. Of course, GN Radio UK. The name is Dr. REN. Why don't you tell a friend that we are live on GN Radio UK on TUNEIN, Facebook. Yes, of course. A very good morning to you, my own boss, Darling J, and also to my own personal person, DJ Big Joe, helping me this morning. Let me give you the highlights for this morning's program. This morning we shall be looking at the story about His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama cutting short his campaign tour and with his running mate Professor Jane Naana Opoku. They have cut short their campaign, albeit that there is some malpractices with these electoral commission, and so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yesterday with his running mate Professor Jane Opoku had to cut short their campaign tour. Another death still on our roads. We shall be looking and try and see if we can speak to the MTTU in Ghana. The very big question that we are asking those that are listening to us this morning is that, is Ghana safe going into this year's election? Currently, the nurses are still also on strike. They are also complaining of some wages and salaries that are due to them that are still not being paid. According to these nurses, all that they are saying is that, look, what is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. And so if politicians are asking for being paid ex gratia, they do not have any ex gratia. All that they do is to get their salaries, is get allowances. And if these allowances that are due them are not being paid, why should they go to work? After all, when they go to hospitals, they themselves as personnel also do pay for services. The month of September is not yearly, it's almost about a week to the end of the month of September. But so far we have over 100 deaths of road accidents only in Ghana. Across the country, Ghana, over 100 people have lost their lives on road accidents in the month of September. Former NPP stalwart of Bawku Central, the MP for Bawku Central. I don't know if you remember the MP for Bawku Central. He has lost his life. I'm talking about Adamu Dramani. He lost his life right here in the United Kingdom. Remember Dramani Adamu when he won the parliamentary seat for Bawku Central in 2008. He was a certain man, a cattle rearer, came and said that Adamu is not a Ghanaian citizen and that Adamu bears a British passport, and so he was taken to court and he was found guilty and he was imprisoned. When John Dramani Mahama became president, he pardoned Adamu and granted him amnesty so that Adamu could also, come back from jail. But then Adamu was going through health challenges and he was flown out of the country and he came to the United Kingdom. Yesterday we heard of his demise. Yesterday, His Excellency Nana Kufuado was in Accra to present some thousands of hospital beds, to the Ministry of Health. Nana hands over 10,000 hospital beds to MOH, Ministry of Health. Over here in the United Kingdom, workers have been asked to start working from home if possible. I know yesterday you followed our conversation with GP Dr Danson. And so all that we are asking is that are we, according to doctor yesterday, she said we are already in the second wave. All that we have to do is that we make sure that we protect ourselves. We make sure that we observe all the COVID-19 health protocols. So please, if you are listening to me, remember that COVID-19 is real and that we need to protect ourselves from all the protocols that the health experts have really told us. Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend. And say, yeah, your life. I will tune in. I tune in. I will for me. I will tune in. I am Mama Kwaban. So, and then we'll pay a radio station. I wait here. We'll tune in. Ghana stations be no abet me. GGN Radio UK. I pay and I'll bet me. Will tune in. As I'm a catcher, say radio station. You pay papa. I Bawku. I GGN Radio UK. Numero uno. Abraham Tibi Nanu, I'm in Indian commerce. Yeah, Jack, would you wo? PhD man, would you wo? And I would to me, your budgie and sa. And I'm saying the power of ye. NTG and Radio UK, Busia for Mutia, what you need. Dr REN, SM, Mamma Kwaba, and so at his any. And any teacher Kofi better drink como. Yes, yeah, any correspondent what Ghana, a teacher Kofi and any better drink como. And I don't know breaky a story and my offense so and Rantia one more extra one monqua and any teacher Kofi and any better drink como. Yeah, baby, son, all the breaking news. F4 a year, sir, a year, and Rantia, one more share, one more under 17 for year, one more register for Division 1, and Muka Equina Quenciano. Yes, your story, yeah, no, Kumasi Asante Kotokofo, almost see you, one no F4 story, no, and with this story, Nachi, in DNA, Kumasi Asante Kotokofo, one will see you, where Nana, or Sue and whatever more they answer, we pay a yesika 5,000 at the Ama Ebusian for. Your story, I hear you quite. And then I was saying, I'm going to lose some of my friends from the MPP, but hey, who cares? The mother Ghana is what we all care. And I mean, can't send me and so we are MPP near. And also we are NDC in Sunia, but money on the tear someone making. And a person our story we crowd you do actually never viral. Go viral, so the Nigerian radio, so the yes, a very good morning to you, Auntie Jane. I hope you're doing the listening. Yes, sir. Hey, Mickey Bawku, Mickey, that is any. Oh, see here, who radio station, I politics. Now, I ask the same woman who's the same woman. I'm on Fontias, Omope, news now, the dead news near Abania kind. Newspapers is so story near breaking story. We have to wait for the newspaper to go and publish it for the overnight, and the morning time we come, we sit down and we deliberate about it. I say Accra, who say who buy Juma or London, who buy Juma, Koswana buy Juma, and I like that. Anytime I'm by UK, I'll come and visit you. I don't pay send him in pipe on no Edema war. Your Connie is Sabedrufia. You be boom near Casse Radia that was sick. When you can say a yes Scotland. Yes, it would to fear won't mean Cosra will be a one fear. A surgeon and a 2 jar. the First Minister of Scotland. And Yen so why COVID-19 is real. Me pa Yen Shannon so. Yen keep fit, and you're making sure that we observe all the protocols by washing of our hands. And the number one rule I keep saying, and the number one commandment in 2020 is thou shall not touch your face with unclean hands. We are sadia one here now ha Sanso and I encourage you school crano so womu school so amomo modiano mon show mo we omu dia gra omu so momondia omu wash omu hands no mo making sure say womu face masks yi womu betimi ahye anytime bia an crano ko school me pa cho mami daddy do not forget the face mask for our children. It is very, very important. It's very, very essential that we get them the face mask. And a man for bebre no the woman want to a nurses for a one more aqua strike wa Ghana no a democracy a nurses for any tema at the Ghana. But for me, I beg to differ. Say your nurses for any tema. One more tema papa. But one of the things I see a tree argument across what they say, politicians are fond of doing this. When it comes to the services of the ordinary Ghanaian, the politicians pretend as if say the ordinary Ghanaian that goes about on their daily duties. No, one would a woman not on my Ghana, but then equally, then the president and Adamu Kufuado and his ministers and his MPs they take salary. But when the ordinary Ghanaian ask and demand what is due them, then we turn around to them and make them look so bad. And I say to the MPP communicators and the MPP members, say, "And amuwa bemu abansu di ending kasuda munkai say no yedi anu tumni eka." You people should take on board the criticism and not to come say you're criticizing Modia. That means that we are against the MPP party. No, we are not against the MPP party. There's a lot of things that you can see a car. I'm sure say, some of us will agree with us or disagree with us. Example, and I remember my own. Naana don't for the buy. You see a banking cleanup exercise. A car ya the banking cleanup exercise. No, essence campa ya the banka. You bet me the Asha Bank no as apeja ya banks no. Banks do no so ya Ghana for banks. And so yentimi amboa one more. You see a cleanup. Then so banks maku be a yenim die. Eda so ewo ho. Data bank a minister of finance the bank eda so ewo ho. When to be can't let me say data bank when the banks no and the bank I work Ghana Efa bank Efa ni padodo was in Dr. Endum bank. Oka sadia now ya nyatwumni pa. When to be can't let me say data bank. Oba so tell me say data bank. Now one more and kwafo na ye adwuma data bank. Ye adwuma and kwafo ye adwuma nso e wo ye GM bank no data bank for ye ade sin wo no mo GM bank na. When to be let me say but then contractors are what business free GN bank many will say ni contractors makumaku 22 and actually one monkwa no mo the GN bank ka o dodo no no mo the GN bank ka and then you kokumasi asantimu a contractors buafu one mo buafu papa ebinum cross asante hene a wote so okrobia asante hene ebe yanke free na kokra de one politician for kra to nkwanta wo mpai na won fra eye businessmen e wokumase abonten so wo ka the Ashanti elite am ye businessmen se wo mwangasa emobodi anomo nchichiri asante kro because eye news asante man ene wokwa e kwan pa de asante man kro kwan bebrenu anya papa bebrenu apotos nkwa ana ahye wo man no ema concern Ashanti sa asem wo mudi tudwa no am se kro bia asante kotokwa be ya Accra ebe ya ya na ye man ye ya na ye kro amanyo semfo no madi ewu ache enkaka MPP ayeto abadema wo mo Accra be ya nka wo de boa businessmen ano ne yangase yemfa yesika yangase yemfa develop Ashanti region. I welcome you on our Facebook wall. I want to bet me I share your programs. No, I'm gonna do actually Eddie Amaye. And I pay better a prophetess Doreen as so on so Eddie Morning Glory and Sabre. Yeah. Sansuna Dr REN, the AM show non so matinasi. Of course. Enti contractors I was Shanty region womusu. Wamu says ye tia a deposit a sikadia so contractors yen tia GN bank yen tia wamuka no munsu GN omunsu nyabi na yen tia wamuka no munyabi nkonko tia GN bank eka. Don't want to ask on Mundi politics a chio, no, some cobobusian every doctor in the bank what they are. Ne and you know, say a good bank, they are contractors a patch. Almost say, yes, I in Sihono, a bet 2 times a deal, Mr. Kabamu, woman so end to me conquer to MGM bank. Yes, I bet many woman. Many who can say Nipa Makumaku 22 big time contractors. I Wagana, a ya Shanty Reggie, Titruno, Omashiro Monkwa. Naana don't quite kufu to buy and the government and kwasi ka any Bosnia mabo or my Bosnia asking a year a man a year President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah EBC your friend is saying kufu abreso Mahama abreso over 120 million. Sikanko amudia yo nenso amanfo busa se infrastructure development no where is it? And then I'm I said many months ago, say when it comes to infrastructure development, a debate, the MPP and NDC there, MPP and to me for one who and to NDC Bawku put that. And until John Dramani Mahama, when him said that is where his power lies, he is calling for debate on infrastructure. And a payment for Chiakesi and Fankoma. Deputy Chief of Staff, I am in Fankomanoa. Asenso, Mimi Chiawa. Ubufu Krampa, Yabekano Korenoa.
Story about a big man who died.
For your coat of air wisdom, you better go find in 10 me producer I ready. And me say with tears same way. TNE papa nafa baby free mo. A very insightful I say with tear assemino. Na me say me producer I ready into yanko go fa. Yeah.
A little story about a big man who died and went to the other side. On that day, God had decreed that whoever arrives must choose where to go, whether heaven or hell. So this man was excited. He demanded to visit hell first. And he got into something which looked like a lift, and he went down to hell. When the doors opened, things were glorious. The devil had no tail. The devil had no horns. He even met his friends. They were healthy, eating well, drinking well, making merry. Then it was time up, and he then demanded to be taken to heaven. In heaven, the picture was nice. Angels floating around, good music, the Lord Almighty presiding and reigning supreme. Finally, he was asked, what's your choice? Because you are not going to be judged. There's no judgment today. Judge for yourself. He thought, you know, these bishops have been telling lies and spoiling the name of the devil. The devil is a very fine man. He looks after his people. Now all these imams in the mosque making noise, saying Satan, Satan. This man is not bad at all. And in any case, heaven seems to be overrated. As a matter of fact, it's a bit boring. That was the debate in his head. So when the angel asked him to choose, he said, I have chosen that I'll go to hell, now that I've seen it with my own eyes. And the angel said, get into the lift. He got into the lift and it took him down, but when the doors opened, things had changed. The place looked like a desert. His friends were wearing dirty clothes. They were eating from the garbage pit. And the devil was now complete in his devilish regalia. A little story about a big man who died and went to the other side. On that day, God had decreed that whoever arrives must choose where to go, whether heaven or hell. So this man was excited. He demanded to visit hell first. And he got into something which looked like a lift, and he went down to hell. When the doors opened, things were glorious. The devil had no tail. The devil had no horns. He even met his friends. They were healthy, eating well, drinking well, making merry. Then it was time up, and he then demanded to be taken to heaven. In heaven, the picture was nice. Angels floating around, good music, the Lord Almighty presiding and reigning supreme. Finally, he was asked, what's your choice? Because you are not going to be judged. There's no judgment today. Judge for yourself. He thought, you know, these bishops have been telling lies and spoiling the name of the devil. The devil is a very fine man. He looks after his people. Now all these imams in the mosques making noise, saying Satan, Satan. This man is not bad at all. And in any case, heaven seems to be overrated. As a matter of fact, it's a bit boring. That was the debate in his head. So when the angel asked him to choose, he said, I have chosen that I'll go to hell, now that I've seen it with my own eyes. And the angel said, get into the lift. He got into the lift and it took him down, but when the doors opened, things had changed. The place looked like a desert. His friends were wearing dirty clothes. They were eating from the garbage pit. And the devil was now complete in his devilish regalia. The tail was out, the horns were out, and he was carrying a whip. So he tiptoed towards the devil and said, excuse me, sir, you remember me, don't you? I was here the other day. You surely remember me. And Lucifer said, go to hell, I don't remember you. What do you have to say anyway? He said, you know, the other day things were very nice here. Things have been changed for the worse today. What's happening? The devil said, I'm sorry, my friend. The day you came, we were campaigning. So, now, therefore, we need to tell our people to know that there's life after campaigns. Okay. Thank you very much. I was here the other day. You surely remember me. And Lucifer said, go to hell. I don't remember you. What do you have to say anyway? He said, you know, the other day things were very nice here. Things have been changed for the worse today. What's happening? The devil said, I'm sorry, my friend. The day you came, we were campaigning. So, now, therefore, we need to tell our people to know that there's life.
This is GN Radio UK.
Welcome to Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
Why, WT, why?
Yes, of course.
Why?
We need to let people know
Why?
that there is life after campaigning.
To see the motion, because I see the sunshine.
Yes, why? Yeah.
Why?
Let's quickly go and look for the weather forecast. Then after the weather forecast, we will look at the stories from Offenso. Yes. And this morning, this is how the weather is going to be like for this morning. It says that there's going to be some showers, much cooler with a mix of sunshine and showery showers. Some very, very heavy. Occasionally rain, perhaps a heavy, affecting some southern and eastern areas, although the far east and southeast reasonably warm and bright for a time. Elsewhere, sunny intervals and showers and a much cooler feel, although compensated by sunshine and lighter winds. Tonight, this is how the weather is going to be like for this evening. Northern areas are fine with a touch of grass frost. Elsewhere, bands of rain, some heavy swinging northeastwards, followed by windy weather with blustery showers in the southwest, feeling colder. And so tonight, the weather is going to feel much colder than yesterday. That's right. Come on, me. Come on, me. Wash your beer. And yes, if Rodia, Mamin Kai will say, Yene, teacher coffee, a better and combo. But before that, my main country will say one more shemasia. Mornings, weather forecast, nebre wono, Adum Shito Delight, and a Shito Abakrumwa will be a ADB, Adum Shito Delight, and this a Winyan Tin and Kadia, Mesrewa, or United Kingdom, or Londoner, Bamodia, any African supermarket, no, Ubenya Adum Shito Delight. One more telephone numbers, these are the telephone numbers for Adum Shito Delight. It says that get yourself a delicious shito. Call them on these numbers 07985279891. And Tibomonia na free one more. Why? Na nya one more shitoni bi. Woko Kumasi Market ewa Brixton, East Street, Peckham, Yasantua, ewa Bermondsey, Afro Stores, ewa East Street, ewa East Street, Henry Shop, Sunyani Market, ewa Tutin, Sansona J Store, ewa Tutin, Nananum Groceries, and so one also Ubenyebi ewa Mama ewa Facebook and so the Munina mon share your program and then quite United Kingdom the radio station ewa and one and Radio UK. Yenko na yenhwe say nsabeka teacher Kofi na yahwe nkomo na yahwe nkwadanwa wo mkonya accident ewo offense wo no under 14 nipa ba ko kan 8 years wo no so ehwe nenkwa. The month of September but the number of people are much more than 100 Ghana. Your politicians, they keep on driving the 4x4s, the SUVs. No more bomb foot rogu. So now you're crying also so not just say what do you think say some of the measures are? Would you say to me a bit to me I put in place a bit to me abwa na you're crying baby. You bet me Eddie Aswano, Nipa no one ewu. Many can say, send an anime catcher. Well, no way. Nipa Bawku and a year 2019, Oslo, Kakwenshia, only one person died. Within the intra, they put measures, the measures, put two aquamu, senior, a friend say, one more this year, and to me, and share one monqua. Then so Ghana, dear, Eba, Nipa Bawku cramp and fire. Nipa miensa nipa 10 ewu cry and fire ho sene de bia ye ka no o na se we de nipa ba ko pe de wu ye ma ebusua ya akọ bonsa na yetete ho sa na de bia ye na ye hwere ye de hye ne mo ankura ya muku mu wi some of them could have become the Abedipele, some of them could have become the Oseko force ene ya hwere wo ne mo ebehwe na ye ne teacher Kofi atwetwe nkomo sanso na mamenka wo se ene yi de wo pe ye friend saying wope lockdown yi bebe mamen kai edwumadi a mo boy edwuma papa i8ghana.com wo mo de omo ka ne set na wo fie de wo hia ne se obekọ mo website na enuoma a wo pe no wo de ka kire wo mo de enuoma ne bebre wo eno ane se wo kọ www.i8ghana.com wa na eno ane se wa oda onuoma wo oda no a ebia wo dry fish wo kinky vegetables wo spices no and dry meat snacks. And one say, oh, or that pair, or Modiana, Omode enema no ede abrewo wan hwani a lockdown yan hwani enche yebetimi akomu enti prepare wo ho ansa na etumi aba eno ane so be frɛ wo mo ewo mo telephone number si so number sa be frɛ wo mo no 07949797573 and I say betimi so afro mo 07878123111 Inti bomodi ana frɛ wɔn mo and I say you can also email them at sales@i8ghana.com. Oko one mo oko a friend is saying betumi downloading so Android app no so and our Play Store so the yana so be type I8 or I8 Ghana and no pepe ubun se unsa ebeka one mo anope omo shamase a omo bua me e wo medwuma me ye
awulu abacha
This is GN Radio UK.
That's right. And come on, man. Yes, what ready? The producers, I am a producer at a picture number 2. And could I move here? I will fence to ya. A tapele, yes, a boy, no bopa. A tapele, yes, a boy, what bopa. And a tapele, Yashrino.
This is GN Radio UK.
Enti wo ye Facebook abo hu eye pictures na e wo so no make how say ya GN Radio UK eye YouTube no your friend is saying ho aba asem 102 bi enti eye empemfo egugu so a wo momode anse ensa beka eye YouTube foforo but wo ye Facebook abo hu enkwara no a sebio ka kwanhia yi wo mo hwere wo mo nkwa no eni me hye wa ko ye Facebook abo hu say eye mrantie nkra young boys teenagers wo ma hwere wo mo nkwa ya Owe Facebook obehu no kama na your friend is saying na yentimi na hwebi enema akoso eya pa
to see the motion because I see the sunshine. Why? If I come in fan, I'm a going sure. Wash it.
At the sight of the invaders with their weapons in numbers, our forests are depleted. as if nature never existed. Oh, is this not an invasion? I wouldn't blame them if not for extension.
Why, WT, why, oh? Why, WT, why, oh? Why, I want to see them
be silent and let the world listen to GN Radio UK. Oh, Dr. REN, the beacon of morning shows. You king of the airways. Yes, I say it. Shine and sound, for the world is listening to you. Black tornado that shapes our terrible democracy. Oh, Krobia Santenana. Yes, fairy oratory of African soil. You are hard like the diamond. Ghana for say what's in the Danchambo. GN Radio UK. Look, everyone is listening to your wonderful host. From the man who never takes side. Yes, that is a fact and true. Oh, Dr. REN, the bright radiant, dissect, diabolical societal issues. Oh, hammer the fact and truth until the truths are unfold. Dr. REN, I say, speak, even the lions and hyenas of politics are listening.
Dr. REN, we love your morning show. The great beats.
Yeah, and you say, I'm a penantie. Jetana minibi. Yeah, and you say, I'm a pepper. Sikayana minibi. Yeah, and I'm a person and number. Sabasa, and I'm a didi. Today, I'm a chrome or town. Passona, what's a mere crown? Yeah, here I am in crabby and a free fear. Pape, I am in crabby and a free fear. I drop me bra, and I said, do fear. Here I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum. Nibesibia, my son. Yeah, my son. Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum.
Yeah, we're now. You need teacher. Alpha. Yeah, for teacher. Near the natural drink more.
Say, no baby, I'm into you. It's in an enemy. When it is a last year, boy. Papa, I'm here. When it is a last year, men who fear. I can't train my son. Sacred, and was a million one day, man. I come in there with the assassin. Yeah. I am in crabby and a free fear. Pape, I am in crabby and a free fear. I drop me bra, and I said, do fear. I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum. Nibesibia, my son. Yeah, my son. Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum. Nibesibia, my son. Yeah, we ain't many so. Me brapa, Obiamwa. Yeah, we ain't been bo. Me semen so Biamwa. And you say, I'm a penantie. Jetana minibi. Yeah. And you say, I'm a pepper. Sikayana minibi. Yeah. And I'm a person and a number. Sabasa, and I'm a didi. Today, I'm a chrome or town. Passona, what's a mere crown? Yeah. Here I am in crabby and a free fear. Pape, I am in crabby and a free fear. I drop me bra, and I said, do fear. Here I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, my son. Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum. Nibesibia, my son. Yeah, my son. Nibesibia, my son. Samara, I'm a tonum. Nibesibia, my son. Say, no media, meant just you. Say, no media, meant just you. A big sound of the big tune.
Yes, of course. GN Radio UK was go so out you know. Bomodi ansi and sa ebeka yenua teacher Kofi na ye no adwetwe nkomo enti no yeguso a ye chinchima homa no enche yensa ebeka no waye ready de na nso yehwena senia network nsensem network wagana no enti no besrewa momfa nche ye yeguso a ye ni teacher Kofi badwetwe nkomo sisi a
The great beats.
And you say, be a me penante, Jetana minibi. Yeah. And you say, be a me a pepe, Sigayana minibi. Yeah. And you may pass a man and number, Sabasa man, and I may didi.
But before that, you better videos accident, no videos kakra ewo offense so area na yafa teacher Kofi na no atwetwe nkomo. Why? Yen kona yen teacher entwetwe nkomo. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, ready.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Oh, can you say
now come to say
ready.
Nyamiadum boko. Fancy. One more Facebook videos now. With the abano. Car she see Facebook share program no na entumi enkwachire teacher anope yemo akwa baba GN Radio UK so apom ti say here
Majusu Brunia otwedi amponya nkrompon kwa mbasa yet madam me hoden
ene yenhwe ade ebedi nkan ede ahye ye frɛ no sɛn enuoma ekokoso wo Ghana behu sɛ yen start emfiri exhibition no so na yewi ahwehwɛ nsɛm a aka nso wo Ghana
yo onia yenchia abusiafo a ogepnie tie GN Radio ne no hwɛ yen na Facebook nyina ye na wana se mpanin si ni enam enyaja nti transi na mama ni se dwuma e ko yi abens ne papa ne dom nti transi no ba na se aye ne gisem e di amaye na anam se ya si e bo se besuntum panti ba sanso na ensma hodo a e boko to dwem na e koso e wo Ghana ha no no se tumunka na ye di ma omanfo
and can slow down. Now, what can bring
you know, young exhibition center, and I said, processor, ecosono. Now, the letter commission, a be a quino in if to Munkra Ediman, so and penny say the autumn on Yana Homia, or we can not draw me, and she said, Ubusu, you know, say so, Yevena, Yato, and Cra. Now, Yamia Duman, I heard him was 25th. And 23rd in Japan na Juma isi odini na no dia ba na wiye na nia wo ye and say one na etwe wudin ya wudin akọ abato mu manim no wo hwe ni so bia be san ko be train din ma hwe sampa ni din no akosia mansa adwata ya funto ofa ko bi obi adi wo mo na ne wo mu so a be bia ye wadwen se obeto aba no e ho ana akodi ko ne ni ho no na se bi wo ho no ma na wo aye the amount, you know, and oh yeah, Ghana Panina bears 33,000 polling centers. No, or maybe more or more every year. Now, about a jack while in Ghana, we soon now we have some more amount for action is Rania Basasa.
Football player,
and you know,
all right,
NBC, Amayo Kuno. Como dia tu gase breno a isi a shayin esa kese etia every say zorha isi wade na ohwe ba ko ne si won so wo yesa adwumai ana mu kyerem se de etia obi wo hono ma ofri jonkoto ana okọ nikrom no hwa ba bi ti se ebi a anyan kwanta na besi na ko twere ni bi edin no so okas na wohwe pa make se ni pens wo ye adwuma on firi hono mesne ko le adwuma sem wo sra kwan ni ade na breko entingebeya isi ontwum kakra ne nso isi nso gina odogina o kyerem a enche bia na abato no ekoso nso se o mane nan ebo ne to na oye nyema ni nyina say be bua ama be bia nso etumi akoso oyi no to nkyɛn a na NDC for ɛsan ɛkyerɛ say isi UAD a wodi no kamia yɛ sɛ efiri so ase ne nso futuro ɛwɔ ho ɛne sɛ wo hwɛ a edi ahodoɔ ma ayere akrabato mu mani ebi nso ma be hyɛ mo nti ase na nyina nkemfo no isi ahyɛ Ghana fo nyina bɔ maame ɔdan no maame Jane Mensa ɔna etitire ni a ɔda electoral commission no wahyɛ Ghana fo nyina bɔ akyerɛ mu sɛ ɛmfa ho ne deɛ ɔmanfo bi ka fo mo adwuma ho ɔmo deɛ ɔmo yɛ referee yɛ ɔmo gyina mfimfini ɔmo bɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo de pɛpɛpɛ yɛ ɛbɛyɛ adwuma sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nyame adom a apempem mmienu ne aduonu abato a ɛnɛ yi Ghana fo ɛkɔ so no makɔto aba no ɛbɛyɛ asomdwe na aboa ama ɔmo Ghana asomdwe enso egyina na so peme enti sa ko mi ahodo nso a bedu baabi no ba ko bi o hɔ ma ne din nim baabi o nso a ne din na ba ne picture no e bo so na sesa baabi o hɔ ma ne picture makra ni na no so du hɔ a ne a wɔyɛ ne sɛ yɛ frɛ adeɛ bi inclusion form na sa inclusion form no ene sɛ wo a ɔhaw bi ɛba din no ɔmo bɛtwetwe ni na no mesa de kɔ ɔmo office na afɔ mahwɛ ayensiesie wɔ hu nyinaa na duru hɔ no mu a wɔnya kwan de kokromoti akɔkyerɛ wadwene enti ɛhyɛ ase bɛsi na edie yɛnti kutame yɛnti gyame bi a asembie mframa ɛbɔ ɛwɔ dwuma a ɛnɛ yi electoral commission odie no ɛho nti sɛ obusa ya electoral commission dwuma die wodie ne nsɛm kakra ɛtɔ fam no ane atase ɛyi ɛku ɛde egu awie menim sɛ asɛm bi wɔ ho na bɛbusa asɛm bi mi ho die a ne yɛtoa so na yɛhwɛ nurses ɔmo strike no a yɛkɔ no
gyina soma me na mentwa me ho sima bɛyɛ enum bi na me ntɔn nneɛma kakra me baa no yɛmfa ntoa so why
matimi ne yamda ase
yo ɛda ase ɛyɛ teacher Kofi etiefo mo ma me mo enti ɛyɛ bibi we kakra na yɛba yɛne teacher Kofi yɛbɛsa nso atoa so.
Hi, let me share with you something that's gonna make you go wow. IEatGhana.com, the UK's largest certified Afro shop. Everything is online and it's easy. Just pick up any device of your choice and log on to IEatGhana.com and fill that basket with everything you need from the motherland. Fresh and healthy vegetables and groceries, cereals, drinks, and a lot more. You can also buy your clothing and accessories. Proceed to checkout and pay with your Visa or MasterCard, Google Wallet, Discover, PayPal, and all major online payment modes. And guess what? They are going to ship it to you wherever you are in the world because they are on 24/7. Remember, your payment is safe and secure. IEatGhana.com. We take you back home.
Adamu Shito Delight. Shito ne de say, hey, waka wano ashe. Unkan share ya bomodin se obejodie. So call Ghana shop abusa Adamu Shito Delight. So penedudo to a phrase 07985279891. Me more rain fee say Adamu Shito Delight in Kenya ni no one. In CPC.
Midnight Cry. Your time is here. The opportunity has come. Prayer, live worship, word, all on GN Radio. Every Friday, every midnight, Ekosia Homachi 3 a.m. Shia Pastor Augustine Abwaji and any team whilst we pray to the Lord. Pray for your nation. Pray for your family. Pray for yourself. Pray until something happens. Midnight Cry, only on GN Radio, on Sky Channel 0185, DAB across London, and Eurobed and Astra TV. Also live on Facebook, GN Radio UK. Midnight Cry. It is a prayer session. You must join live on GN Radio UK.
I am Poe.
ewiase so bi benya wo a ene yare nanso pastor Shalom be pie mu o man mu de mente so bi ade yare asiri obi da won a wakɔ ne ho nyinaa ya dansedie nko a onyame nam ne dom so ayi a kyɛ na ko a ye nananom bi biduru a no mo de sa yare wa ɛma ebi mu di mfinhyia wɔ ha ne aduonu ɛne wɔ ha ne akyire no ɔde ba pie ya man mu a sabre de ɔde gye yankwa dodo no a na ɔ diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, high cholesterol, cocoa, anasa nidane, ana obi a wani so ye usisi, arthritis, anasa sasabro, fibroid, skin rashes, bema o yire fra o comfort, e won paso, ana oba wo pa wo. Inti Shalom Herbal, e your last stop. Ono de, wo de anya ye krom, ahama, ene ye nubina, ena sabre o de san yare. Se mama yare bi din a, na no nkyase oni na duro. Gise wadru pastor Inti Shalom Herbal. Asue, ansa no what the American see. Enti wo a wutie me. Yare ba no agya tumu se we de wo yare no no. Na serious sahini Naaman, e yare kwata. Na wapa anu aduru a. Nanso ebre oti onyame akoa, odifo Elisa anka, na okwahunu no no. Onyame fa ne so, esa ne yare. Enti yare bia wonam mu. Yare bia etete wo. Yare bia ha wo no. Enne frɛ Pastor Shalom. I was 074 48 60 62 63 and 079 30 65 77 50 or 079 84 02 41 64. The landline UK is 02 03 65 20 297. So what Germany so we bet me a friend was 00 49 69 30 08 8965 and 00 49 17 63 70 43 518. Inti Shalom Herbal Medicine there. Aba Abaji Yankwa. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahweh, shalom. Yahweh.
Highly spiritual. Times have changed. Social distancing affected BBR. Coronavirus and in some bow, but the laws are in place. Immigration issues and BBR. New laws, any changes, every day. And until Seban immigration and Imremun Samahudunina. BWF solicitors and your preferred community lawyers. BWF solicitors have over 27 years of practical legal experience. And until they are on top of all the issues. Brian in confidence. Our offices are still open Monday to Friday. Every upon 9:30. Ekosi and 6 o'clock. We follow all the protocols. Your client to be a free face mask, hand sanitizer, and our fee. You practice social distancing. Your lawyer swinging as your face masks for every consultation. So when to me ma, we do video conferencing and our fee to me send the documents in answer via email and our WhatsApp. You will 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road Noso, 7 Sisters, London N15 4NP. Freyen was 0208 493 7340 and our mobile 077 127 61884. We'll be going with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
Yes, man. My love, I do you oh, my love, I do you to
me kafa ojo bebodo me. Sumeti go koto ojato namwe. Shimi mami kaiso. Shell saba mu iswer. Na me ba ma uje jarmiyo. Shell funu mu jaya. Na me ba ma uje atutumiyo. My love told the good iswer. My love told the good iswer. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sweetness on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sweetness on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar, pour some sugar.
This is GN Radio UK.
Welcome to Wednesday.
Yes, of course. Pour some sugar. Yeah, any teacher coffee atwaso. Yeah, that's say yeah, cocoa and Accra. We had to make some money. And you better also the any teacher at the train come. Yeah.
Me body here overhauling. Greasy Accra on the gun jumping. For all your Accra family reading. Now all the 2 seconds you push it on the field, yeah. Shells have a moon swirl. Now me by my old dear Jeremy.
But before a teacher, I bet to us, no, my main guy will say, John Dramani Mahama, a year former president, had to cut short a year in the campaign, a year tono with a year no, Bono region. The Enra, and a year 1 moment, and Antino, and call for Bawku Kawono. Frame as Dr. REN, yeah, accross MCS Wabafie because the entire was say easy and your mabibria accross one His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and any engine and he had to cut short any campaign. The accross in say according to a former president, when you're in TSA, a kubi ewo a young cry, one of the omo a easy no one more a chichenko omomanko for a voter registration. I think so about Tony Nimusu say NDC strongholds be brain no mokwa eye abatoɔ no mokonom kɔhwɛ omudin wɔ mu a registration no exercise no omokonom kɔhwɛ omudin enim enti no ama ebusfu aba ewo most of the NDC wɔ strongholds no enti no senate dia enti ana obekɔ so asɛ wɔbɛbɔ hu dewro sɛ amanfo to amama no abra nneɔma sɛ wɔtoto ne yie no yentoto ne yie na enti no emra wɔbɔ no region no Enra and was signed the chi and about Greater Accra. Or say enche and monimo and one betinka wababa ye press conference kesia pa. Nemono a year o mampi a year John Dramani Mahama, former president, Edo so say Wesley as a United Nation ECOWAS AU woman for woman no anka asem way because the air cost one air dear bia ni engine ho ekra. E momun train e momo makase ye huni anka na afedi aka echiri eno ana amanfo ebusa se yeguna anka no na je se assemble na ye mampanyin John Dramani Mahama opeso wo kire se ye kwa akoto abayi basa ebe ba na ana asem ntimi wase bi ebetumi aba na eno nso ana amanfo nso ka se kukuru ni jaye nso a na keke no nso ebe jaye enti ebe sa dia Madam Jane Jane Mensa eye eneyi no na former president John Dramani Mahama are describing as a very incompetent EC no beya nkomo modena na ennioma a wo ye no yes or henie na wamfa Ghana anko say yim ebe na ye ne eye teacher Kofi we ready a ene na betwetwe eye enkomo biem
Me body here overhauling. Greasy Accra on the gun jumping. For all your Accra family reading. Now all the 2 seconds you push it on the field, yeah. Shells have a moon swirl. Now me by my old dear Jeremy. Wow, I bust a moon a poet. Now they buy the moon trooper. My love. My love, pour some sugar. Pour some sugar. I tell you, pour some sugar.
And the top 5 most stable African political country. You the top 5 most political stable countries. I mean for into Adamu. And I just say the India may yes our story we know just for you to know say even though we are very stable, no John Dramani Mahama and Asamu with the two jano ama abo amanfo bebre no just say enkofo bebre no ayemu ehyewe no mo say edenti and John Dramani Mahama your former president ebe kasasa say yenhweniye na yanhweniya na bibi akwa the empese ebeba no na akwa but eneno the top 5 most stable country in Africa no the ediso Mauritius ana Botswana, Cape Verde, Namibia, Ghana toso 5 and here kwakoto abano we should remember say when we talk about most stable political country in Africa, Ghana also toso 5 and you know your best rama your phone no wo mususu ye bia wo mpaso mo ye no mo hwe no mo nwene Ghana ho enye dodo enye Ghana fo ni nyina na edi MPP echi ena enye Ghana fo nyina nso na edi NDC echi and your best wo mo bro Jane Mensa Obapa ye best enuoma mo share ye boss electoral commission mo share ye boss mo hia new voters registration e koye ye disika bebre mo ene ye voter registration no crampo no we were thinking say it would have been of high quality ye buy it's not of any high quality and ye best mo ye kwakoto aba no ye best mo tutu nuoma maye na ya kwankoti asemboni bia free ye my Ghana because ene no we call the most political stable countries in Africa. Ghana ye toso number 5 enti ye besre mpanyimfo bontutu mu nuoma ye why ye besre mu a ba ne senkwa na NDC fo nkwa strongholds na wo mo se amanfo bebre no enhu omudin ewo mu ba ne senye ye besre na ye bompa ye bonsusu ye hwe ya se ne EC Mr. Srebo nso betwetwe nkomo ye bobo ahoma no ase betumi ne Srebo Mr. Srebo atwetwe nkomo efa voter registration ho ababa bansam a John Dramani Mahama akati short ne campaign messages no ne campaign tour no the ye say ye name Mr. Srebo a wono ewo EC ye say yensa ebe kano a na ye ne no atwetwe enkomo ewo efidie ewo iso ntino
to make up out of the bottom. So let it go to Ojaton. Shimmy, mommy, guys. Shell Saba Moons. Nami Bama Uja. Shell Funu Moja. Nami Bama Uja to me. My love told the goodness. Pour some sugar on me, pour some sugar. Pour some sweetness on me, pour some sugar.
Of voters registration cards being issued, and the video went viral. It turned out that these were EC officers issuing voters cards. Today the EC issued a statement and admitted that yes, these cards were being issued at the EC offices because of some duplications they had found out. The political parties are the main stakeholders in any election. Now, if Why were the political parties not informed? And the point even is, if you issue those new voters' cards at your district office, how will the people whose cards are affected know so that they can come and give back the old card and collect the new cards? There's so much wrong going on. The incompetence of this electoral commission is legendary. Issued at the EC offices because of some duplications they had found out. The political parties are the main stakeholders in any election. Now, if there was an issue in compiling the register where the codes of the various equipment were found to be duplicates, and it was necessary to issue voters' cards, why were the political parties not informed? And the point even is, if you issue those new voters' cards at your district office, how will the people whose cards are affected know so that they can come and give back the old card and collect the new cards? There's so much wrong going on. The incompetence of this electoral commission is legendary.
What a day it was. The day.
This every year, your former President John Dramani Mahama and Sama Wadi Atuja. Na ye hwese yebetimi enya ye EC4 na ye ne omo atwetwe nkomo yeguso a bi tintim mfidie no na emom yensa nka wo mo a yebekọ na ye ne ye correspondent atwetwe eye nkomo why
we are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know we will get there. We will get.
We saw a video of voters' registration cards being issued, and the video went viral. It turned out that these were EC officers issuing voters' cards. Today, the EC issued a statement and admitted that yes, these cards were being issued at the EC offices because of some duplications they had found out. The political parties are the main stakeholders in any election. Now, if there was an issue in compiling the register where the codes of the various equipment were found to be duplicates, and it was necessary to issue.
This is GN Radio UK.
Why were the political parties not informed? And the point even is, if you issue those new voters' cards at your district office, how will the people whose cards are affected know so that they can come and give back the old card and collect the new cards? There's so much wrong going on. The incompetence.
We every a man paying a John Dramani Mahama. I don't know because there's so much wrong going on. The incompetence of this year is was see one of the who be at that.
Where we are going.
Enti yebomodiana any enche yani customer for any teacher coffee ebetwe enkomo yeah.
The obvious choice.
Enti yegusu ayehwena any teacher coffee atwetwe enkomo ewo ensema ekoswe yes of course teacher coffee ready pepepa na akwakofa no
Check it out, Mr. All the people in the place, you know what I'm saying? Put your hands in the air. That's right. Raise your song. Keep it on. All the girls out there, keep it on. Everybody out there, put it on. Check it out, y'all. You rock stone. Check it out, y'all. You don't stop. Keep it on. Catch your rock stone. Keep your eyes on the yeah.
Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Then clap your hands like there was a million mosquitoes in here. Jump like you was some crazy ass frontier party people.
Yanko na yani teacher ko fin ko twinkomo teacher we dey na ke ye bomodi an say be ne easy fo atwinkomo me ne Dr Bosma me ne edin komo back and forth ombra ne twinkomo a wo se me ne anti Sylvia Nkasa anti Sylvia so ne line no so enko Sanso na Dr. Shebo so no man so nko to the teacher to asomaye menim de enti a won be so mo ne GN Radio UK be twin komo to the to aso ne be din komo to asomaye
that's onia so ha sabre minnam eja dewro ku fi story a won san pa ko also 99 sama hodo a ekoso e wo miamia hodo no oto ho nkra ba bia me gina sisi am no din komo esofua inside no e wo atwema mo be eja mensiri masantema masem ya kakre wa ha be bom na sana no ya hyetie bo se ye beka ofin so ka kwanhie siema emofra enwotwe efa mutu ananam ewonsie no ho asem videos no mo gidi ese obehwo amamanfo nya bi nanso ansa na no moma yenwura mi ehwe nurses wonum atua ene omatie enam so ama Ghana fo binum anka okohwe ayarehwe wonum ewonhwehwede miamia hodo ye wo ha na yenka bi hiem ana nurse fo de betu bia se omo conditions of service sabre abo mo se de dwonso aba akokọ o kiremu a say na no da me kan ye no sabi betwani kura nam na se woni danka boy enam a betwani ni hwe no yie ma na duane di se de be obetime ye adwuma no yie na so mo nurse fo no aban no a otiso enu kwan fa so eno mo ye adwuma no nye ho efrim resantin ye besi ne omo condition of service maka ho asma kan na so e maka tine saban no wa hwe no ansiesie sa asem mo kan no a allowance is a bio so masaka mo saka omo de mo na de ambediampa ekoya atwuma mentwe ema National Labour Commission won edi babonchen se o makwaje tabo e o court e de abeto nurse fo no so se won antimi emfa o mo na de ngufom free se akwose bani hwenchinchi o kasa bia kan se essential services o mo ye essential services o mo man kwa adwuma enye yi entini so mo tena ho se ekuo yi enko striker e de o ha beba nanso nurse fo anfa boge anya swan omo wa agongon ya me kasa sisie omo di omo na de agu fom a omo kirem a omo kwadwuma enti ba ye nra ne de atempenten kwa pa ye bia sabia ba kwa ne ko ba ko kasie ba ko a e wa santiman tema e konfanoche aban a sabia ye ba na ye ko ho mo ye wie ye de ne kirem Central Government Hospital anu akwa da so mense ne mu ye wie de ne kirem atonso awogu anu ye Regional Hospital ehon so ye ba na e de ne kirem ho ma sa ya sabia kasie ebio ye wo so ewo Menshia Government Hospital ya enen so Menshia ahen bobo anu ho ma na de amunie sedenka sabia ho do ho mu ho aye kra sa kra ana se aye menya se so menya no unia udu ho mu ho aye din obi ba na ha na kuma se yesi bokunkum se kuma se ngotu sampa a doctor for adwuma ye nenso ebra ye ba na ko sa ya sabia kese nyina no enam se nurse fo atie tuane nti no na ho na ye di ni senti ene se wunim wo yade na so so pay ade sapa na be call de nya de abenya ya san free se adokutafo de omo ho ma omo ye adwuma nanso se bia nurse ni a obechi umoja obechi chi ukro so anampo do beto kete so no amodro obehwe se yedi nso besi uso no omu nyina anya de obi aba adwuma endi nkomo mu shedi green de o shefufu di bet bia mi animu pampe no abo ne pimpinis omu nyina obi enu ho no oba adwuma and I'm so ama wona o course se o yare na kokko pedrum panom no kosi boni hintin beka say they were stranded at the various hospitals just na akwa yare who sem ye pa anya sam ketwa na ba Ghana for bi so do mani atuma omo pa omo chew asantima ntem a opera opanyin a oda ayahwa mu am eye Dr Emmanuel Chenkonan wono nso akasa ade atodwa so obesere adabraka onipa nkwanye mie ne ba ko ade agro enti obesere pa se na sifo nke be ya wonum enkwadwuma na kiren omuni aban no trase aka bibia ehia mu ho na nurse fo so dia atodwa so da bi ensu edeje nkwane mfanso ma aberewa enso ma kan be sinne enti nkosi se enei empanimfo be he na nia ese omuno omudi amu no enya de a wonum ebekọ adwuma minia se okọ hospitals ahodo a yare hosem kakra na ekọ hospital ne de omo obia ama wonum ahwe omo na wi ase se won se ananse woni ya aso edi kotuma me hoto agora hunu se umma nchekuma ene afudegyeretwe ana wonum ebere enti eba se ya nurse fo ne aban ekire kasui Ghana fo na sabre wonum ebere pa enya sam keto akora enti atiatia de egusu ekoso nenso Ghana fo ana nya so kese pa wona ekọ se wonum ekọgya ihu na ndodo no a esadan woni eba fi omu kirem a omunya sikampo no yakọ private hospital minia
na just say nsɛm a ɛyɛ na ɛsesefo yi Deputy Minister for Health Dr Okonso Nkran so wɔn nso de nano atum sɛ anesefo bɛyɛ a wɔn nkɔ wɔn hospitals yi na wɔn nkɔ yɛ adwuma na deɛ wɔn yɛ no nyɛ kra amanfoɔ nso susu sɛ na sɛ politicians fo gye gracia na wɔn mu gye sika kɛseɛ deɛ a ɛde nti ana anasesefo nso esuo yɛn hwɛ ne yɛn ma wɔn ɔmo allowance Kofi menim sɛ woni anasesefo ne bi di nkɔmɔ ebusa wɔn sɛ deɛ pɔtee paa nti na wɔn sɛ nti a wɔn bɛ so wɔn bɛkɔ because COVID-19 yɛhia wɔn o wɔn ankɔ nso a ɛbɛha adwene.
No correct. Oba asantima tema kropeni oda nurses na no. Aye owura prempe ni na pamfo. Ye no mo adi nkomo. Na omodie on
Kofi emse baby a woni nam no network ni ya yi kakra. Hello Kofi. Oh, emse yenua. Aha, sisi dia meto nka.
Very good. Yeah, omo kan say omo sha ahia say omo twe da re e wo sa omo conditions.
Oh, Kofi.
Allowances ahodo so omo selle.
Kofi mesre wa bomodian na yendidi gina baby ye maye. Why? Mesre. Gina baby ye maye na yendwetwe nkomo. Why? Na me who say easy for no so start here woman so afidi woman frɛ me. I owe you what because me send a message bi e koma wo panyin bi afidi easy for no a woman start here woman send me message. Kofi to asoma me.
Exactly me kan. Me ni na si for no di nkomo omo panimfo no bia mo ma kyerem sɛ omo kyɛ fa no de nkosi sɛ omo nsa bɛka no nya de a omo de omo na de no be ma so no makɔ adwuma ni nyina ne sɛ omo hwɛ aseɛ sɛ omo twe saa asɛm ho daare no akyɛ aban ba no ɔkɔ de bia kɔ bɔhyɛ bɛba nanso ɛma na saa bere so omo antwe ada bɛn ɛno bɛtwe nti nei omo de nkosi sɛ omo nsa bɛka no nya de a omo bɛpene na wɔka es gracia asɛm mmarahyɛ badwani kɔtena mmarahyɛ badwa fie mfie na bia yɛ es gracia de ma no nso kɔ fie dunsia a ɔbɛgye es gracia no ahodoɔ mmiɛnsa and for nibu says a million back Ukraine di manual obawie no over 3 million Ghana cedis waje gu no boto madam boso ko dia say no kwa so dia say and ya dey na wonu so a essential service a nurses ne doctors no omunyama nya kan di e beboa no ma hwe ayarefo empodu be bia chechirefo mu nyina ne yoma ipamu ne se ko ba say ye hye bi na saa hye no efa amanyofo ho say parliament na fa parliamentarians ho a krufa show no ma ye ne yesene na ntikodru say ebia aye ankrankra bia na ekuo bi ti say akyerɛkyerɛfo nurse for doctor fo a chance o mo twea so man ko striker ye mfa ma wo mo ɛno nti no e ba srɛ say nurse fo na kan mo san kan ya enya de a wonum abekɔ adwuma ntimi nya so bɛdu ha deɛ a ayare wo sɛm deɛ ma manfo bi ɛkɔ asa deɛ so mkɔ akɔpɛ ayarehwɛ
just say and they did analysis if we say one more air call a friend saying crashing cramponua a baby or home polio cry a quine yet insuning yet and soon you among Pobwa no more dominant 9 SC in Sumo no more quack or panier into a bear pahadia one more condition of service and no more muhanadia Yamamadiani and Boa one call COVID-19 bay or my genemu papa sent politicians a four driver SUV $150,000 now say one more campaign kwana se campaign no cars maku 20 30 na to so dia ene omo so kakra na yes ye de ma wo mo yenhwe ne yemfa ma wo mo we de megidi se wo mu di kan na emmo emre no wo mu wo mu no emre no time no amanfo so se wa manya ne sa emre ya da ben ene ye betumi am wo mo ne je se teacher ensem de ye ni be di akire because omo nya o madwene se wo mo call back to hospital there
omo nya o madwene na mpa e bo se nya be ko makoma no mako so nipa kwa yesem di kan no empani ago e ko ba bi kura obi o pinfo a waka no so bi eni hono ma midwife a obeji na wo so e ba sa na akwa ya ho meti sem ma gidi se empani fo hwe no mo ka ho asam ntentem pa no a e be boa ama wona e wosa ha no nyina no wonum e ho tumi ato wo minia na se bere o na se do fin so de ne kakra beto so a se
ya
ba mo ba no on benya kwan ababi
yo yemfa offense so de no nto aso na ewia ye ne AC4 betwe nkomo
me da say pictures ne videos ne go am die so benya bia na no de tonkra se sabre ba mo wod ne kan chankrachi abenu eye enkwada nwotwe bia se de mo ko bere a omo kunya kan kwanhia wo fin nsu ni mu ehun nkomo de edi kan edi dada na update kakra aba ne se Official Traditional Council, omo abana akọ omo prayer na omo fie ene omo free no fie e de arechichire sem akọ empanimfo no ne omo nyina na official man na wi afia kentensuma na chiame eye na nakwabia amemfi ya ono edi anim ekoye na eduru ho ne ne di nkomo se de abani odi na ekoso do se me na munya abochire wo Ghana ne Asante wonum amamra ni amani mu no se bibi se isi a oso mkoyi apaye oso mkoyi apaye na eboa ema sempo abufo bi na ba nso na kuma bia enkwanhia wotumi ayi bia kwakwanya mi adma ebna de dia October bo sumi ni de kan na won ekwakoyi sa apaye no ma pattern so was the benefit be kase bia going to pacify
Minimum for a bridge you are here.
Na ya se eno aye nkoma ye di ye a na ye sa di akire efa ahemfo se wono mo enano MPP fo bi kogu eye ekobodua no sisi na nanom ahemfo wo mo nso atena konwa apa etu hu anamon ahwe se wo motumi abomoden asesa apa ye no mbeyi na ka kwanhia wo ye kwan no so efa offense de no ebetumi ne krakra abrase enye sa
sabepepe
ne ko teacher kofie ne wo ba adwuma papa mame nka asemi enkyere wo yesi nipa de wo ya de pa de ofudu apa no ene ye pia no ene mame nka nkyere wo se eye Kumasi Asante Kotoko wo mu aso eye empemfo wo se wo mu te wo nka se wo di saa enkomo yi ene nso Kumasi Asante Kotoko led by wo mu CEO wo se wonam so obekọ akọbọ eye ebusuafo no obekọ akọpe kakra e de ama wo mu eye 5000 kakra se ebusuan engine no mo fa bepa wo ni suo na eye dene ya nso so se wo motumi ahwere eye nkora yi te no adwuma ye boy ye no ekopie e wo nananom anim e wo eye Menchia Palace Asante Kotoko krobia wo tena ase ana wono nso efre ne mantie wo fre wo mu na chese CEO sika wo nso akeka wo nsa so wo de bekọ no te kofi wo gba adwuma nyame nhyira wo why
ye da nyame ase ye mpa bo se adwuma ye bo so be ban fa so na boa Ghana fo nyina wo so won ti be kasa oti adwamu opumpuni friki freche o propose prempa budi ponkon wona wo ye ne yeso ye de akiri ti so nyame nhyira pa ene adwuma wo so bo
Yoko ene wo ben de wubu sa de na no pe wa ma metia ye kono ti me ye na me jawi na makoyi si ene bu mi beba akopɛ na me nsa ma metinye kono ene me nya yisi fo a me de me questions e bia tietia wo mu ama me ye
yo me da se empanise se Asante ne fante antene ncham akua pemfo kopem a na no kira se asesewafo emesesa enkodi ɛsono dankwa sono aborɔkwa sono agyaakwa ne sono amankwa na so sɛ dankwa aborɔkwa agyaakwa ne amankwa ɛda wɔn nkyɛn wɔ nkwanta so kɔsiesia kɔ a menua na ne kwan so wa no wele miezi pɛ ɛna mede gya kwan
teacher Kofi anope wama metrimu aye me da so yɛbɛba wo nkyɛn ne adwetwe nkɔmmɔ every ɔkyena so ɛkɔ teacher ɛna wama metrimu aye me de anope mo pia yɛda ase yɛhwɛ na yɛne ɛyɛ easy for adwetwe nkɔmmɔ wɔn de sɛ yɛfrɛ na ma anyɛ wei a yɛnso yɛ nim kwan yɛbɛfa so
ɛnyɛ sɛ bia me penante jeta na mini bi ɛnyɛ sɛ bia me yɛ pɛpɛ sika ya na mini bi hwɛ ɛnyɛ me pɛ sɛ me ne nam basabasa mɛdɛn na medidi tide bia me wɔ kuro me wɔtam paso na ɛwɔ sɛ meyɛ crown Eradie ɛyɛ me nkrabea na ɛfiri fie
Eradie ɛyɛ nkrabea na ɛfiri fie
Drop me abra anasa du fie Eradie I am in crabby and every fie yeah ni besi bia me se semera wa metonum ni besi bia me se ni besi bia me se semera wa metonum ni besi bia me se no
Yegusu ayehwe na ye ne easy for atwetwe nkɔmmɔ asɛm a ye man panyin dada ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama editu dwa no ma me nkɔ na me mbɔ ne biem emfama wɔ because asɛm no emu ɛyɛ duru asɛm no yanhwe na yantototo ne yi a na kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ December election ni mu yanhwe ni a yanhwe ni anyame ma ne mpare obonsam pɛ so yɛ ne bibi bɔ ne dada na yɛnkɔ ne yɛkɔtie
Voters registration cards being issued. And the video went viral. It turned out that these were EC officers issuing voters cards. Today the EC issued a statement and admitted that yes, these cards were being issued at the EC offices because of some duplications they had found out. The political parties are the main stakeholders in any election. Now, if there was an issue in compiling the register where the codes of the various equipment were found to be duplicates, and it was necessary to issue voters' cards, why were the political parties not informed? And the point even is, if you issue those new voters' cards at your district office, how will the people whose cards are affected know so that they can come and give back the old card and collect the new cards? There's so much wrong going on. The incompetence of this electoral commission is legendary.
Yeah, we just want
hey, I'm branch
what he said.
Yeah, I just say be a me penante, jeta na mini bi. Yeah, I just say be a me pepe, sika ya na mini bi. Yeah, I just make a seven number, some na mini. Yeah, I do pro me wata, pasona, what's a me account? Yeah, Eradie, I am in crabby and free fie. Pape, I am in crabby and a free fie. I drop me abra and I said do fie. Eradie, I am in crabby and a free fie. Yeah, ni besi bia me se semera wa metonum ni besi bia me se ni besi bia me se semera wa metonum ni besi bia me se no say na me dia me just you say
everything is normal. At the moment, we are the exhibition on the voters register is ongoing. Now, somebody would ask, what is the exhibition of the voters register? What is it meant for? Now, this is not the first time the Electoral Commission is exhibiting the voters register. And the law provides that the voters register be exhibited for all registered voters to check and verify their details after registration, whether all the details are correct, with a view to rectifying all anomalies. And that is where we are now. So if, as a registered voter, if you went to an exhibition center and you didn't find your name, you had errors in your name, that is no news at all, because this is not the first time we are doing that. And the essence of the exhibition is to make sure that all mistakes are corrected or corrected. Yes. Now, we at the exhibition center, we have what we call the multiple list and the exceptions list. Now, the multiple list comprises names of all those who have done double or multiple registration. You know, some people wanted to test the system and for various reasons. So they did double and multiple registration. So they have been flagged and segregated. And that is what we call the multiple list. We also have what we call the exceptions list. Now, this list comprises all those who were challenged, you know, by virtue of the fact that they were not Ghanaians, under the pretext that they were not Ghanaians, they were less than 18 years and above, or they probably don't live in the community or constituency or district where they wanted to register. Now, these people have been found guilty, and that is why they belong to the exceptions list. They fall under that category. Now, if you go to the exhibition center right now, and your name is checked, you have your ID card, and your name is checked, and they don't find your name on the voters list, and they don't find your name on the exceptions list, neither would they find your name on the multiple list. It means that they would give you an inclusion form where you fill the form if you have registered, if it's established that you have a registered voter, you have your card, it's authentic, your name will be added on. So these are processes that we've been doing for a very long time, you know, so that if you go to a center and you don't find your name, you don't walk out of the center, because our officials have been so trained that they will they will take you through the process. And if there's a need to have you included in the voters register, that is exactly what they would do. So there's no cause for alarm. Some people said they went there, they didn't find their names. There's a perception that people's names have been expunged or deleted from the register. These are all speculations here. They are not facts. Now, let me say that you go to the center individually. Nobody, you don't go to an exhibition center with a register and then start checking the names, because it's the individual who can correct the mistakes. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Now, if there are problems with my biodata details, I would know. You may not know. More so, when we started, the very first day, people started complaining that the names of 21,000 registered voters have been expunged from the voters register. Now, the very first day, who collated all those figures to know that all these figures have been deleted from the for which reason? The Electoral Commission will not do that. The Electoral Commission has integrity. The Electoral Commission will not delete the names of registered voters from the voters list. And we again gave an alternative. For one reason or the other, somebody may have registered in Accra and may have traveled to Kumasi. So we said that now, if you want to check your name, you may not necessarily have to come all the way to Accra where you did your registration or where you did register. Because if you come, maybe you are stuck somewhere. So if there is a problem, then there's no need. So we have given a short code where you forward your, you test your voter's ID number to 1422 and the details pop up. And it's for all networks. So people are really using that service. So there are two options. You either go to the center or you... Now, let me come to this aspect too, where we realize that some, because of wrong coding, you know, some of the machines generated the same ID numbers. where one, two or more people had the same voters' ID numbers. So there was a need for the commission to reprint the cards and give unique cards to all the affected registered voters. So what we did was we sent the unlaminated ID cards to the districts, to the affected districts, for them to laminate and then get into contact with because we collected their telephone numbers, contact them to come for their cards. Now, somebody videoed them and then gave a wrong caption and said, oh, EC is doing registration and after the exercise had ended. So these are some of the things that are in the public domain that we need to disabuse the minds of Ghanaians. These are not facts. They are speculations and they are not true. So we want to assure all Ghanaians outside of the country that there's no cause for alarm. Exhibition is a normal process where mistakes are corrected, and it started a long time ago. It's a provision per the law, and that's exactly what we are doing. So there's no cause for alarm. Let me reiterate that fact.
Mrs. Ano, I know you've heard about the former president calling short his campaign tour with his running mate, Professor Jane Opoku-Agyeman. What assurance are you going to give to those that are listening to us that, like you said, this is something that, somebody took a video of it, brought it into the media without proper, giving a proper education about it. Because of this, the president, the former president, out of this particular video, has made comment that the EC is very incompetent. When you hear such words, how do you take it as the public relations officer, principal public relation officer for the EC?
You see, there are various perceptions, and depending on where you are standing, you may make some pronouncements. But the fact still remains that the Electoral Commission thrives on fairness, transparency, and there is no way the Electoral Commission would joke with the fate of Ghanaians at this point in time. We have an image to protect, and we are making sure that we are not leaving any stone unturned for the processes to be done the right way. We haven't flouted any law. What we are doing is the exhibition of the voters register, and individual registered voters are supposed to check their names, verify their details, and if there are mistakes, to have them corrected. And that is exactly what we are doing. The Electoral Commission is not doing anything untoward. All the mistakes that are being identified or detected are being rectified. And we can only do so at our end, and then also with the IT issue in collaboration with the registered voters. So that's exactly what we are. That is his perception. But the fact still remains that the Electoral Commission has some high level of integrity.
So moving forward, how are the missing names? Are those that their names have been found missing? What procedure should they go about it to make sure that they get their names, they find their names back in the register?
You see, as a registered voter, you go to the center with your ID card, or you test your details to 1422. And then your details pop up. If there's any anomaly, you go straight to the district office and have your details corrected. So it's done on individual basis. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
So we are encouraging all registered voters to check their names. And moreover, the moment you check your name, you are able to know the exact polling station you are supposed to cast your ballot on election day. That is the 7th of December. So it is important for all registered voters to check their names. Now, the fact that there's speculation doesn't mean that these speculations are true. The Electoral Commission is working in earnest to make sure that all mistakes are corrected. We can only do that through the collaboration of the registered voters.
Is the EC incompetent?
The EC cannot be. The EC is very, very competent and has a very high level of integrity. I can assure you about that.
7 December, are we going to see a free and fair election conducted by the EC?
Free, fair, and transparent election. That is what we are going to. And let me say that we cannot do that in isolation. it's a collective responsibility. It's a responsibility of all Ghanaians, because our actions and inactions will also go a long way to make the elections free, fair, and transparent. We will do our bit as a commission, but we would urge all Ghanaians to play their respective roles effectively to make the election successful.
So when going forward, hearing the comment made by a former president who undoubtedly has over millions of followers, are we not going to an election whereby, as I said earlier to you, most of our Ghanaians that are listening to me from Belgium, France, Italy, Germany, London here especially, are saying that Dr. REN, we're supposed to go and have Christmas, but we are calling short of our vacation. We are no more going to Ghana. Somebody like this, what assurance would you give that, coming from what the president is saying, EC is incompetent? Is it not already jumping the gun to throw what we call aspersions already on the EC and making the EC look bad in front of a lot of Ghanaians that are listening to you right now?
I can assure you that there are Ghanaians, there are people who believe in the EC, the integrity, the integrity of the Electoral Commission, the leadership of the Electoral Commission, and the processes. How far we have come to make sure that there is transparency, there is fairness, there's integrity. So people are, have various views, like I earlier said, depending on where they are coming from. Let me take this opportunity once again to assure all Ghanaians that there is no cause for alarm. We are on course, and we are making sure that fairness, transparency, and integrity, these are the watchwords. And we can only do so effectively with a collaboration of all Ghanaians. There is no cause for alarm. We are on course.
Mrs. Ano, finally, before I leave you, how protected is the EC, especially yourself, Dr. Bossman, Mrs. Jane Mensah, Mr. Sebo? How protected are you guys? Are we being protected everywhere you go? Because your life is also at stake. Ghanaians want to see you live before and after and during the elections.
First and foremost, let me say that God is in control. The security services are also wide awake to the security issues, pertaining to our safety and so on and so forth. So we leave everything in the hands of God and in the hands of those who are responsible for our physical well-being and safety.
I said finally, but I just got a message from one popular caller. He says, Dr. REN, kindly ask Madam, considering the utterances made by the president that calling on all foreign countries and foreign medias to bring their eyes on Ghana, is the president not already jumping the gun? If to say Ghanaians go to the poll and vote for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the EC declare Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as the winner in that likely event, is the president not going to do anything untoward? What is the steps that the EC is going to also take to make sure that some of these utterances are being discouraged so that it does not feed into the minds of Ghanaians?
You see, there are various stakeholders when it comes to elections. We have the registered voters, we have the security services who are also monitoring what is going on, and we have the Electoral Commission, we conduct the elections, we have the voters who cast their ballots, and so on and so forth. So collectively, let me say that it's a process. Election is a process. We start from registration, exhibition, filing of nominations, and so on and so forth throughout to the election day. And let me say that through it all, we engage the political parties. We involve them to the extent that even at the printing houses where the ballots are being printed, they run shifts. We don't leave them. We also have the inter-party advisory committee meetings at the higher level, highest level, which is IPAC. We have RIPAC at the regional level. We have DIPAC at the district level, making sure that information is well disseminated and so on and so forth. So elections are not a one-day affair. And there are people who also believe in the integrity and fairness and transparency of the Electoral Commission. So we are on the right path, and we all want all Ghanaians. We are appealing to all Ghanaians, both internally and externally, to rally their strength, behind us to make the election successful.
I said finally, but somebody said I should say this. He said former president, after the registration exercise, came out to say that the EC has done a fantastic job. Before that, they did not even believe that the EC could do a job. They went out ahead and they did a very fantastic job. Kudos to the EC, but I will also say that this is a caller from Germany, and this is also coming from a lecturer here at the School of London School of Economics, and his name is Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis says EC is doing a good job, but I think that their card is a bit too cheap. If Mrs. Sylvia is hearing, if you are asking for the money from the government, kindly ask for money that you can do a very lasting ID card for us.
The comment is well taken. But the essence of the card is to cast ballots, and I think it's durable for that. But I would, your information, your advice is well taken. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sylvia. I know you have a very busy schedule. Thanks for taking time to speak to us. And if anything, we'll be speaking to you, madam. Continue the good job for Mother Ghana.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. And a very good morning to all your listeners. We love you.
We love you too. Thank you so much. That was Mrs. Sylvia. She's doing a very great job. I know that a lot of questions are coming about the protection. I know they are going to be well protected. Also remember them in their prayers. Yes, of course. Sami kachiro ye can ya you. You can. Hey,
a branch.
The great beats.
And you say, be a penanty. Jetana minibi.
And yes, so penanty o sikane ni botomo. A very big thanks to Mrs. Sylvia Ano, Principal Public Relation Officer for the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And I pay Yebedana Sise, one also Eje Penny, Omani Yatrin Como. Yagusu, I has a bit to me any Okoboy, Miaminipa, Lojokuku, say Atrin Como, Yensakanwa, Yene, Beka Tremo, to me, I don't know, Atrin Como, FIA strike in Senzimio. Me Facebook abon se mi book bi wo me nsem wo front page no ya tro hunting for freedom okay kan book no wo be kire wo nsem bi e wo mu anhu ya so esa wo kan na wo te ase was the magic of Sakura wo no Sakura wo no Edia watchro book yi yanga say ye papa ye nua ye bra penyi say gabo the only say eno wono oka ni nua penyi wa ni nua penyi so we nya ne nkrechi eko me can say John womo Sakra wo no fu me say Sakra wo no fu wo mu tie me Esther was doc me tie wo pa no say mami ntwa me ho kakra me ba de aka no ye de beto aso wa ye nhwe ne yenje nkrato kakra wo mo nso na hye ase amoboa enti mami nko na yentie kakra
empanyine se upusu numa otine hwa na posa na otene kankan se opa bakomasem tetesem empanin se mama ne amamre fo afije no to 0185 GN radio so opanyi kodwase magu akuru adwada ukuada ani fere bia fi dubaako ekoro na ho na abesua bi de bia kan ne onim hu panyimfo nkoda mmerewa nkokorowa adantam wo bia tie entwe hu mfire hu na anya sa obayira ewadwabase apone si babia anyoyi
anyame na nyeme minyeme kemicheme ablade bi akagawie mo milaje akagawie mo etan ye gamlami answa no kwale nya wote ahye ne ba feta ihe ni wote gawie mo na ese ekom ye hwe mo ni wo wele ake umanye aba ye GN radio obana GN radio ye UK mami Sky channel 0185 ye DAB adbene call your Europe, Obana wo your Europe Astra TV. Call by internet tell who no Obana wo your TUNEIN, do your Facebook who no, Nichon ake efe heni oyo, when the Banyash the GN radio no, do onya oba botwe, neke washa mone, no wachole, Omanye Abba. When na Sunday ba Papaku, ni Bahani wa Garie mo Adumoshi ekun, Tamoponi esani Edamoshi. Bie Ashoye, Bie Akasioye, Nani Jonah ba fatami he, only when you watch a Wagarie monese, a da hodba 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. every Sunday. Cha, Umanyaba.
For you what English approach my moha. Ya sweedy. Yenya emrenim for when a quarter what emrenimo. Ah, potokasemu, yakase a lawyer for Entiminian, Mumian for immigration in seminar and could die one more. 41 solicitors, emrenimo could draw for. So what's na hache? Ombe Bwauman Sakan Krata, Naswedi Donsua, a Yomokokra, a banini passitnemu, any edgememun sendia, Omutimwakotanipa, Omu the many pepia, Nadia Nika Mumponi said. No consultation fee.
Fortwell Solicitors always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 58 Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswa Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website W.
The Great Beats.
Yeah, I just say be a me penante. Jeta na minibi. Yeah, I just say be a me a pepe. Sikaya na minibi. Yeah, I just me pesa me number sabasa me na me didi.
Yes, of course. Ebusia kwa mutie e wo TUNEIN ne beda mase. Because one amuntie na mun kanche madofo ne munua no zo muntie the morning show. Yene Mrs. Sylvia ano a principal a public officer Emma de Ghana electoral commission ene ne twetwen komo. Wo she Ghana fo nyina boss Emma obi ansuro ye kwakoto abai. O se de obewi ni no de bema no wo. NT John Dramani Mahama ene NDC for Martin Wahase yeah. Exclusive no say yeah, say any doc and so much drink come up. Yes, say ya can wa and anybody come wa. Nemo mama king kind mo messages maybe mentions here Chike Abrako say man like teacher go big up yourself, respect due. Yes Rasta man. Yeah, was say been listening Dr. REN. Can you please thank Madam for seizing this opportunity to elaborate us all facts regarding issues with the EC. She began by saying all was going well, but boost us up until she continued mentioning various issues and difficulties they are facing. What is the truth here now, please? We all be privileged to know now, please. No, and Abrakwan so Edibaye.
Yeah, we ain't many so. Me brapa, obiamwa. Yeah, we ain't been bo. Me se me mpe so obiamwa. I just say be a me penante. Jeta na minibi. Yeah, I just say be a me pepe. Sikaya na minibi. Yeah, and I me pesa me number sabasa me na me didi. Didi be a me okro me wata. Pasona, what's a me account? I am in Crabby and a free fear. Pape, I am in Crabby and a free fear. I drop me bra when I said Luffy. I am in Crabby and a free fear. Yeah, Ni besi bi am se Semera wa metonum. Ni besi bi am se yeah. Besi Ni besi bi am se Semera wa metonum.
Okay. This is GN Radio UK.
Welcome to Wednesday.
A big sound of the big tune.
Yes, of course. And Tina Uguswa Utie, Yankonia, Asama, Yampan, John Dramani Mahama, Eddie, Etugano, Yankona, Yankotie, and Asama, yes, Yabana.
Voters registration cards being issued. And the video went viral. It turned out that these were EC officers issuing voters cards. Today the EC issued a statement and admitted that yes, these cards were being issued at the EC offices because of some duplications they had found out. The political parties are the main stakeholders in any election. Now, if there was an issue in compiling the register where the codes of the various equipment were found to be duplicates, and it was necessary to issue voters' cards, why were the political parties not informed? And the point in it is, if you issue those new voters' cards at your district office, how will the people whose cards are affected know so that they can come and give back the old card and collect the new cards? There's so much wrong going on. The incompetence of this electoral commission is legendary.
They just say, Yaman Penini, John Dramani Mahama, Anna, Yatina Semino, was so share a Numa Ecoso, Efa, easy, and Sense Mundia, a chess a legendary, and one of the who in paying some soda, and on a Mrs. Sylvia, I know a Trishan Coma, what in your matter 2 years, am I? And
yes, be a pepper, Sikayana minibi, share, and I may pass a man and number, Sabasa, I may did. Today, I will chrome down, Passona, I was a mere crown. Yeah, here I am in crabby and a free fear. Papa, I am in crabby and a free fear.
Yebeheniasa Kogana BM Yeni Kwame Kra Ebetrin Komo for this year's election. No, he has a very fantastic point to be na yetimi and then Adrian Komo. And Ramen to minimum Adrian Komo and maybe a phone lines no and tentemwa.
No, say no media, I meant just you. Say no media, I meant just you.
Ghana Ness is a force say and one by idea woman tiasi and TNA womoko a demonstration or strike fachame omoko strike it you know and idea almost say yeden you womo the strike and womoko.
The great beats.
Yeah, and you say be a penante. Jetana minibi, yeah. And yes, be a pepper.
Any Kwame Crab at Drinkamo, was 2020 polls, people who may vote for or against the MPP. And Kwame, I analysis known I'm a say and in Como, so that at least those that are listening also can be informed and educated about this year's election. You know, Ghana are barely 3 months away from the 2020 polls to elect leaders for the next 4 years. And Kwame actually a very nice article. Why I research into no. Kwame actually come. When it comes to the undoubtedly the free SHS there and the MPP tout themselves say the Nana Dankwe Kufuado administration, he said it and he has delivered. Nti ebe he nneɛma nso ɛsa aka ho biem na yɛ ne ɛyɛ Kwame atwetwe ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ. Nti mu gyina so ɛmfama yɛ ne Kwame betwetwe nkɔmɔ sia.
Yeah, I am in crabby and a free fear. Pape, I am in crabby and a free fear. I drop me bra and I said do fear. I am in crabby and a free fear. Yeah, ni besi I'm missing. Samara, I'm a tonum. Ni besi I'm missing. Yeah, missing.
NT your phone lines so 0203 735 8820 and ask between our WhatsApp so 0778 793 9958 and call na many Kwame and Drink Combo. Hello, good morning Kwame Accra. Welcome to GN Radio UK.
Good morning.
Sir, this morning at GN Radio UK, we found going into the post 2020 election, an article that you wrote about it. Can you share a highlight on it for us?
Yes. You know, now in our body politics, you know, getting to election, there are a lot of things that comes to mind. And then every government has their own part to play. And then whatever they do at the end of the day becomes what the voters use to judge them. So I look at the performance of the Naana-led administration and then things that went on within the 4 years mandate that we've given them and put across what I think that is my personal view of the set of people who may vote for or against him. And I have to establish that it would be totally unfair if you talk about the government negatively without highlighting the things that they have equally done good.
That is true.
That's why I did the balancing in the article to push across what they have done good that may favor them and what they have done bad that will go against them.
So kindly share with us some of the good things that in the article that you think that the MPP has done well.
Great. As you have read, but the listeners have not read it.
Yes.
So I will still go over it. The free SHS. I think that is but let me just establish before we move on.
Okay.
I was looking at the things that I have highlighted from the perspective of political points that they will score.
Okay.
Though there may be reservations.
Yeah.
Great. So the free SHS, for example, is a boost for them because when you look at the people at the receiving end of this policy, they have a huge number. Looking at the people who go to the second cycle system. So if they want to reciprocate that gesture, then I think there may be some points in terms of voting. So people who exactly the SHS students, some are of voting age and their parents and, you know, people who are related to them. If they feel like they have to maintain the government to continue this, or if the government play a good campaign by letting people know that if the NDC comes, as they have always done, if the NDC comes, they may cancel it, it may go against the NDC.
Yeah.
So apart from that, I still highlighted the teacher trainees and then the nurses.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, Richard.
Yes, the teacher trainees and nurses. You know, they were made to believe that the NDC, the John Mahama-led administration, canceled their allowances.
Yeah.
And then another install it.
Yeah.
But they also have reservations that it was not coming. So the point I made in the article is that if the MPP is able to convince these people that they actually brought it back and pay them this last minute, maybe they may score some points from that side as well. And then I also touched on the Nation Builders Corps. You know, unemployment in Ghana is a huge thing.
Yeah.
So bringing on this policy. I think it has helped a lot of graduates, even though some still think that the amount involved, the 700 cities, is too low for a graduate. And I also agree with those critics. But to an extent, the people think that it is better than sitting at home. So if these people want to vote to sustain their jobs, maybe they may give some votes to the Nana-led administration. Because some are even promised that they may be maintained after their service. So I think they may be more of the voting from their side may be more of a survival or job sustenance perspective than any other thing.
Okay.
Because we all have our own personal reasons why we cast votes for people.
Yeah. And so looking at the good sides that you have highlighted, one will also say that yes, undoubtedly, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in his campaign towards election 2016 said when he comes he was going to do free SHS, NAPCO as well. Now he has brought the free graduation that we had, the unemployment graduate association that we had now has been replaced with NAPCO. We also had does DKM also fall part of these good things?
Exactly.
Okay.
I highlighted DKM on condition.
Okay.
That the promise that they've given the customers, if, and I'm making that bold, if they're able to fulfill that promise, they may get a vote at the end of the day. Because, a lot of people got their monies locked in there, and then the Nanado administration or the Nanado as a candidate in 2016 promised these people that coming to office is going to pay them. And that was one of the promises he right behind to get votes from these people. So if he's able to pay them as promised, because I saw Gabi making comments on it, if he's able to pay them, maybe it may translate into voting decisions.
Okay.
But if you don't pay them, and then you're going to make enemies out of them.
Okay.
That is one side. Yes.
Now you've highlighted the positives that might make people vote for Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in this 7th December election. What about some of the things that will make people not vote for him?
Great. I think that the MPP, aside the good side, has offended a lot of people. And if you are offending a lot of people, it is not good politically, especially if they are organized groups.
Yeah.
So my first set of people I highlighted here are the people, the galamseyers, as we call them in local parlance.
Okay.
The galamseyers, though I do not support the idea of engaging in illegal mining, but if you were going to fight galamsey and you made the locals believe that you want to fight it for the national good, then at the end of the day, you render the locals jobless. Then now you allow party people to go in there and do the same thing that you are trying to control. It is a bit problematic because it creates a wrong impression.
In other sense, like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
That's exactly what they did. So even to the extent of your party bigwigs coming out on videos to confirm the fact that they were actually engaging in these things at the concessions, the people may think in a different dimension, because if you look at this Galamsey fight, that was the same thing that led to the death of Major Mahama.
Yes.
So if we are going to fight this Galamsey, we have to fight it to the core, not moving the local people from there and sending your party people there to make money. The impression is bad. And this last minute,
this is
even allowing some of them to engage in the Galamsey again. So we have back to ground zero. So why should you even stop them in the first place? So these people, we have a chunk of people who engage in these illegal minings, and if they are not managed well, they could equally vote against you for what you have done to them.
So this is a very group that talk about the people that lives in the Ashanti Western region, part of a Bono Afro region. These kind of groups are people that are really mostly affected by these Galamsey.
Exactly. And when you look at the numbers, it's threatening. You know, over the years, we our political parties, the two major parties have been playing politics with the Gamzeas. This one will say, when I come, I will legalize it. When I come, I will not. And at the end of the day, you ended up offending them. That is a crime. You know, I call it a political crime towards the people. Because if these people want to mobilize themselves and vote against you, I bet you it's going to be a bad thing. It's going to be a bad thing, especially if the opposition candidate position himself well in terms of this Galamsey issue. It may affect the MPP.
What other things do you also come across? Other groups that you think that might also equally not vote for Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo?
Great. The banking, those who lost their jobs during the banking cleanup exercise. You know, I feel like that was another critical angle to look at, because I made an example of an Uber driver who picked me one night, and then the man was looking very good.
And you're talking about Mr. Godwin?
Yes, exactly. He picked up a conversation with me, and then he was telling me that he was a top official in one of the banks that were collapsed. So now he in order not to, feel that pressure from home, because a lot of people depend on him, he started using his car as Uber to just make up the bills. And now, he is not the only person who suffered from that loss. Apart from the workers, there are depositors. And these people have families, and those families have friends. If these people want to vote against you, it's a bad thing, because they feel like you have taken their source of livelihood from them. And at the end of the day, people use their experiences to vote. If you take my job from me and I move to the ballot paper, I'm going to vote against you without thinking twice. That is me personally. That is why using the word may, they may vote against him. Everybody have their personal reasons why they vote. But I think that these people picked offense from that cleanup exercise and must be taken very serious if the government want to make any headway. I heard they are establishing some funds for them, and honestly speaking, I do not think it makes sense to me that you take my job from me and give me allowance. No, I'll still vote against you if I am that person.
And so even the amount of money that has been, according to the finance ministry, that have been paid to the depositors, the 3.2 billion that has been paid to depositors, is still not going to make any changes.
It's not going to make, per what I have seen, I have a lifetime job that pays me. I have a lot of benefits. Okay, you mean in terms of the depositors, right?
Yeah, in terms of the depositors.
Great. First of all, I put my money at bank. You came in to collapse the bank, and then you lock my money for a while. Do you know what I could be doing with my money for the period that you locked it? So maybe I need my money to do business. You kept it for a long time, and then you are not bringing it back to me, not with any interest, because they didn't mention that. If I'm able to withdraw that money from the bank and use it for business, it may make an impact in my life. So you seize my money for a while and bring the same money to me, I think, it may inform my decision. Yes.
So you think that the people like the Men's Gold, these groups are going to potentially vote against His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo?
Exactly. That's what I think. Because you see, Men's Gold customers, they believe or were made to believe that their organization was operating smoothly before the government of the day came in to interfere. And that impression is a very bad one, because if it is very true, it's very factual that the organization was there, nothing was going on until the MPP decided to do the cleanup exercise or to touch it, and the people's money got locked up, and even people lost their lives and a lot of things. This is the game changer in the Men's Gold issue. If you as a government thinks that people's monies are at risk, and you want to come in and save them, do you know where number one was keeping his money before you started the exercise altogether? And when you started the exercise, you couldn't find any money to pay nobody. So it means you didn't do a good job by knowing where he was keeping. If indeed you want to save the people, you should know where the guy is keeping his money. depositors' money, so that when you lock it, you just pick the money and pay the people. You don't even know that source. Then you initiate the process, and here we are. You know, so these people, they may go into the voting with a whole different mindset. That is why I will always put May at the end of the sequence, so that, you know, we will not be able to be sure on what they may think, because everybody have their decision. At the end of the day, our politics in Ghana is more tribal than any other thing. Somebody could be hurting here, and it is the NPP or the NDC causing that, you know, afflicting that pain on the person, but due to a specific reason, either tribal or otherwise, that person could still vote for them. That is why I go with May. Tribal issues override our thinking to an extent. So these are the groups that I think that, you know, going into 2020 polls may, you know, translate their decisions, their experiences into voting decisions.
Yes. Richard, Kwame Kra, this is, well, thank you very much. And I'm sure that moving forward, we'll be calling you often to talk about some of these things going into this year's election. GN Radio UK this morning, we are most grateful for your time.
Thank you so much. And my greetings to the listeners as well.
Welcome. That was Kwame. Yes, Richard Kwame Kra. And he gave us the analysis on some of the people groups that he think may vote for President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo going into this year's election.
Journey, life is a journey, life is a long journey, life is a journey,
Let me announce the phone lines now. You can call us via our WhatsApp line on 0778 793 9958.
Power see me waiting, I go do for a better day. He be the work, where we know say he be the work, give me let we know the rest. In every work I do my best, nothing confess. He be the work, where we know we never gonna play like domino. Anywhere the work day, he be there we know. We they go knock them shot like a look.
Yes, to even add what our friend Richard Kwame just said about some of the groups that are going to vote for Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, and those that are not good, that may not vote for Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. And he talked about these collapsed banking, and he even made a reference to some of the taxi driver named Godwin that he spoke to when he took his Uber. And according to Godwin, he used to work for one of these financial institutions, and now that is collapsed. I mean, going into this year's election, only God knows where he is going to vote. The party is going to vote for. Let's go on the phone line and take these caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dr. REN.
Yes. When you're not to send you.
Doctor.
Would you say with him what you tuning on?
What I say?
With him what tuning, right?
Yeah, Doctor.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's not me. Say share. And then one more with team with tuning, one more with team with Facebook. Yanko na Accra you.
Yeah, Doctor. I'm very watching my phone so action.
Yeah, you so.
I did action. In 7 degree and I work on it. So you can be. Now, Doctor, Anthony Becker, no, you per se a electoral commission, say Ghana, as we be man. Because at least Africa, it me shortlisted, see it me a bit also people cry, and yet bad. And it's Ghana, you was some G.
Correct.
And yet, there was the idea, some G, no, idea grow. Because the woman says, and I see this year, I can't go for you or more for more bag, ya pay. Or more baby or more fell. Passport, you didn't check if we and one is more time on my bag or more, my mason and uncle. Not more essay. But me, many be any madame for be. That passport need media to coin. It has to be no after be and then. Yen pese, omobed, omobeseno, amaye. Because. And sir, if you may ye from day one. And you would say a normal floss be brave from day one. Say baby mo a mo call na ye see ma kwan na ye hwe ama for ne ye we ni na ye kan. But doctor, is no more modern. Fear say even card you when send run now boy take we say a prophet will do. Oh, you hear the car the shares a registration we.
So and I want to say maybe sir a doctor Mrs. Sylvia no. What's what
Otin was superb. Sika mo hwe gu pa se mo fanya de we. Ye ko ye biometric card, ko ye biometric card. Card we ye to nsuo mu ana se we.
So was the card in the koto aba eno pen here. So what tell you kind dem na me kan you.
Oh, say we no sometimes o mo kan say say asem we e very useless you to be kan kire.
Ya botre.
Isembe de wo say ye de koto aba. Wọ́n say ye de koto aba so mo say mo ye ma musika kese na mo fanya biometric nti wo te Ghana no a wo tu kwenti mi be buchi no wo musa biometric card we bi da.
Okay, any face wo na ye nkofo line so na no nkofo a mo gina ahoma no so no wo mo dose ye papa ye bonite wo.
Edu bi a e na e ha adwen e na e ha adwen pa na edika enura na campus bo fidie so nyama so na me informa no si ye papa akufuado onye because me meeting say normal na e course no e mu be break kura mpo papa no anya aware because it's the age you know ABT no nti amanfo ABT omu twa ne na te ewo omu twa ne na ne 19 ewo nsuom ohunu because no be pre wo wa e course a enye de enkoye e na papa no so no one time
yo you better say yanko ahoma so me fa crop yam da say hello good morning caller your name and where you calling from about your
many good morning it is saying
Adamu I free etiewo
Oh, Talena Campesa Saturday, your Budemu, but you say coronavirus aleti.
Was in the passes into the Ubumwa, ni passes ba, if we are near Pamu or more, near money passes about Sana Sisi.
Okay, and one and you have body Saturday, don't worry. And Vinia, I mean, I know a tear for I mean, I know for
a tear for you so.
I mean, Papa John Dramani Mahama Ghana for any dinosaur.
See, for land, they are busy, don't you know? Bonnie Teto, mammy.
Made that say. If the bit my can say, open your in the Gaza this year, and some of the two Horin and actually say, Mahama. And at the end, also be me a easy or buy and any Casay. Massantina no move Janamono. Because woman had them papa. Oh, yeah. And no one Umujanimu, now is one I can't do baby our friend, ma.
Oh, definitely. I feel you corner. I was say, me power chow, I need you more, but Modiana catcher Urano, 7 wedding como, Miss Rewa, catcher and some common Zuko.
That's the way I'm going.
Yeah, cock, I was
you didn't say a exhibition. Fine. You didn't so be a correction in natural ye, and I send a picture yesterday. And to me, Copa say, a bet so by Biasa at the corona. Oh, a bet him see what Bawku you know, Yensa and maybe near collected. But to me, a 21,000 didn't to me, yeah. Now for the cheap protest, I move 14 about magic. Na 7,000 any day, you need be a wa. Master office said me, I wouldn't make you know, a dear again, a major mamma. And I want to say, young show, a buy those MPP for your team because only behind your life. And I'm poor, woman is your bunty, only behind your life. Now, you have 4 videos soon as I'm with the Biamiko. That Biamika from day one. You're starting to say your new register. Call for my once here, and I'm starting to say, you better do the time see about collection, a new register. Because they say register, what you say? Your new register say our Ghana. In the bedroom, you know, 2021 on the 7th, and what's a coin be as a coup for the ship from. See a two about, say I'm two abano, a coup for the best form. Go on now from Mushio in Abba. Hey, I say constitution is a treasure. That's the Antwaba on the 7th of January. Now, what a coup for the ship from. I am right.
Correct.
If you coup for the power, you know. So I saw Mukutu preaching to one that behind the Casa of Papa, who did a cheer. When you did not say, when you got Sabaya Poto, you know the choir, Papaya, not some one no one to me Yakuma. The Binia no quite to me Yakuma, what do you go for to run Garcia Cano?
Yeah, that's it. Let me face you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's it.
Which I'm a demand, which I told Skilly to say. Many you see, Oko office, I got here in Iraq. And now we got the man Sophia. Messi, I'm more kites than the other Ghana, Yakono. We are the pan, Kawan, we are the papa, your papa, you are a Faligai. Messi, what to meet now, not a clinical, what to meet now, Brewery, will be adding in Yasa, it's also dear Sampa.
On the Nano, on the those days you cried, and I'm a Taishan, Nungwa Beach, near Transina, Kraka, Wakanato, so no, I didn't taba, I am a fancy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, deputy, Mamma Kwang deputy, Mamma Kwang Manaso. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. The young Kwang Manasuniani, Simon, the NDZ, Woman Communication Head, the communication officer in an interchange como. Young Kwang Manasu. Hello, good morning, sir. But before before I allow you to go on with your submission, I have the executive director of Ghana, the executive director of Ghana. Let me quickly read it, and then so that at least if maybe you have anything to comment about it. The executive director of Ghana Microfinance Institution Network, Yao Jemfi, says the promise by former President John Dramani Mahama to pay customers for collapsed financial institution may have contributed to government's decision to pay them. Sir, do you have anything to say about this before you go on your other comment submission, sir?
I have something to say. Thank you very much, Dr. REN. And so, yes, I just want to speak to the analysis that was made by the guy who phoned into your program. I think it's a very good analysis, to be fair to him. It captures very well some of the issues that voters might want to rely on to vote. But on the issue of the collapsed financial institutions and DKM, I've sent you, I want to speak specifically to that for a reason. I deposited money at DKM in 2015. I sent you a receipt of payment, which was paid yesterday. I have deleted it for security reasons. I can send it to you again. I'm sure you had a look at it when I posted it.
I think I could not have a look at it before you deleted it.
You couldn't have a look at it. I can send it to you again. You see, just to confirm that whatever I'm telling you, they are facts, it's not propaganda, and all of that. You see, the first one was when, during the John Mahama administration, the NDC started to pay DKM customers when it happened. During the process of, and so the NPP came in. If you were not paying, then candidate Akufo-Addo went to Drobo in the Bronga-Half region and made a promise that he'll pay them all their money when he assumes office, including myself. You know, DKM cuts across not just the Bronga-Half region, it goes all the way to the northern part of our country, Tamale, Upper West, Upper East, and so it has a very huge customer, customers. That's fine. Okay, great. So what happened is this. Assets were confiscated and all of that were meant to be sold, and I live just a walking distance from where all this DKM stuff is going on in the Bronga-Half region. So it were sold and all of that, and we all know the story about when they set up the people who were to do all this stuff. It went quiet. So I'm asking you that if you were a customer like me, and the thousands of customers that are out there, we have all seen the deliberate wickedness, the corruption that has gone on under Akufo-Addo. For nearly 4 years, money has been locked up. If I want to tell them, people sometimes when it's not affecting them, they think it's just a story or you can just say it. And people have died, and I know people who have died. People's marriages have broken down. People have lost relationships. People have died in hospital. I can't even count. It is so you can't count. And so I'm saying that we all know that then John Mahama comes along and says that all collapsed institutions, customers, depositors will be paid back their money. And then we all know the panic that has been going on. So Akufo-Addo suddenly finds money to start paying after not paying for 3 years. I am telling you that the analysis of the guy is so perfect that I am a customer. I will send you, or I can send you again, the payment that I got from the bank yesterday. My sister had to collect the money on my behalf.
Okay.
It was altogether, the money was 120,000 Ghana cedis. I got back 82,000 Ghana cedis, 82,500 Ghana cedis. I am saying that for the wickedness that Akufo-Addo has done, and the fact that if it wasn't because of elections, and if it wasn't because of the NDC's manifesto, Akufo-Addo would not have paid. They'll collect this money and they'll vote against Akufo-Addo for that wickedness.
Thank you so much.
Imagine that money was invested into a business. How much more could have been made out of it? He found 26 billion to collapse banks, but he could not find 3.5 billion to pay depositors. You see, Akufo-Addo, when December will soon come, and you know his level. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the phone lines. There was the NDC communication officer. Good morning.
Good morning.
Antimata, Facha make my wage now, man. So,
you and why do die of hot pepper? I'm asking maybe any pet. Mr. Ghanaian politicians. They be how they train the people, the Ghanaians. They train them to love party, but not the country. Yes, not the country. So all Ghanaians, our mind is party, party, party. If not that, Naana Akufo-Addo, our president, or the nurse, if we were baying, nurses allow yetia, nurses yetia, nurses teachers allowance yetia, but all them there. They train the people with party spirit into when you Ghana. So we train one papa and say necessary. One was strike. Na midwife and a work was that was the ones to her and said doctors phone to was right. So to about why election pet doing there on a yakwa. Is this people love their country? No. Whose fault is that? The politicians. The politicians want so. And many are coming from a German on all this some frankasa. Yamia, you know that Brana Bajigan and Africa. It was maybe I do Ghana. Except a few. Few. And what can they? Yes, some of them really love the tribe, even than Jesus Christ. We in the it's best that the nurses, they should love their country and their people and go back to medicine and midwife. Every 2 years, you know. I mean, spiritual woman catch them a day. When I'm that spiritual woman, we're doing so a moon. Where is what salad or say, Ghana, baby, I am Zeno. I find what this man for you. Baby, I am Zeno. I find what this man for you. If you catch someone, my spirit is in the see, the CIA. What and Mrs. Manson. Yahu, young company, what do dance my foot and dance my father. When you, this is when you about a manufacturing. Now, and this for Mr. And this is my heart party. If I'm gonna still from better NDC. But where is what dumb NDC? Why you come from Numu? Into now NDC, you want to be Yanam. If the spirit that you used to start, that I follow him like a water. The new man in this one, but the mayor done what about power crumple we are going to suffer. One man went up, but I wanted to them again.
Joe.
Another 4 years. Because why them connect the other power? Because I do because a 3 SS, yeah, what jabbing. I have some castle. America, I'm here. Even body school are not me. If it is going to feel it, next head. She's going to fill that, what the bed, free education, burden free, is going to fill it next year.
Joe.
Bye.
Bye. Auntie Martin Yatin Kano. Yamami Pena, and also Ewo Kruma. And I want also Afreya Etin and Kano. Also bet to me Afre 0203-735-8820 and 0203-286-0185. My main co Facebook, Joe watching. Well, say the truth shall set you free. You got yourself a fan. Joe, but that's it. But that's it. Say, Sisi Osuabe, your fan. Why? Yes, GN Radio you can hear. Or see a strawberry tree. And you found some woman here. It's Shorosky. It's a doc. I'm listening to you via TUNEIN. Raphael Raphael Lamte. Ajua living. Hamidu Gafa. And my own man, Henry Kojamwako. All of you joining us on Facebook. What you see any easy for a train come on? One much said John Dramani Mahama and Semna Walk Canada, Yaya Tiamanone, Ubia and Kana Comantuni, Machiniwa, ABC. Soba, young Kwang Manaso, the annual proper. Good morning, good morning. Mwakwa Baba GN Radio UK, so.
Good morning, Dr. REN.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah.
Chani. Hello. Hello, good morning. Oh. Hello, Echa. Hello, good morning. Oh, dear, ma'am. I'm in WhatsApp. Let me read some of the WhatsApp messages. This one is coming from Walanyo in Akwetia. As usual, he says President Adamu Dankwa has been immense help to the health sector by employing over 63,000 nurses in less than 4 years. Introduced drones to supply emergency medical supplies throughout the country. When the need arises, about 301 fully equipped ultra-modern ambulances for the health sector and motivated nurses and their health work by adequately increasing their salaries for 3 consecutive months in this pandemic period, and also equally waived of taxes from their salaries to motivate them to save lives. Wase now has bought 10,000 beds for our hospitals to show how he has prioritized our health sector. He is such of a great leader. He deserves 4 more to do more. Coming from Walayan in Akutia. If you are watching us via Facebook, you can also write your number, your WhatsApp number now and so they send you a message. Numbers now with me so afraid 0044 77 87 93 9958.
Cause she love me alone and you don't want to do I see. Me to me pebble Sarah, only you are the sea. Me no see no other girl like the one way I rushing on me.
We saw a video of voters registration cards being issued. And the video went viral. It turned out that these were EC officers issuing voters.
Hello, good morning. I am Akwa Baba GN Radio UK. So, hello.
Yeah, good morning, doctor.
Morning, no. Yami Adum, Boko, Pachowe.
Yeah,
Juni.
Yeah, Juni.
And yet, when it my your time, Ninty, Yamakwaba.
You, Martin. Madam, asking for the opportunity. Chair will be here. And now, for the first time in Kobia, we don't agree here because the new mana air cost of president any Moshia. I mean, Obia didn't know Moshi. You kind of ask for us to know, say, I'm Padian. You when their course or Ayawaso, one Kashi. Even Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's Day could press statement on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Founders Day. I mean, Nippon are very vindictive. You know what say? I'm really DH. I know what to say. Bidimshi. Are you telling me it's a business scandal up to date? Nana don't say it. And you know what kind of doctor when you're GN radio, and you're Dr. Papa Kusindu, and you're Kwame Nkrumah Bushafu, a Australian ambassador no kind. Are you telling me someone say it? I mean, not say say independent and you say, open it, no set down, or no crown of monk for the me, I would say, so monk for you. And you know, some of these things, no, we damn it, and we should condemn the presidency. And on that silence, now, why, you know? Silence means what your can be na the course and air course. And number two, Ghana police, are they a course civil war? The course civil war, just an election, the more year exercise near than other year. I mean, what role has the police even got in an election? What is their role in an election? Yes, saying to Quentin means, and call of a sudden, sister army new police, almost special training for election.
So, media, buy. I'm just,
thank you very much.
Yeah, that's it. Junior,
we're a joke, Master, we're a joke.
That's it. Junior, and also every all the way from Leeds, and I know you're in Canada. Media say me, I'm just a messenger, just like John the Baptist. It's been a great show. I've really enjoyed myself this morning. And my enjoyment with the end, my main fast and we cry and fans to with the Maminja we are. Hey, your Facebook fans, I love you so much. Mrs. Sylvia, no, she loves GN Radio UK. Your fans know she loves it. She loves her so much. Oh my Ghana, send your Tibia and Waboni for a person of mine is Shinidi Wabua. The three soon in a pampasua. Ghana will still be one Ghana after 7 December election. But then you have to also remember, say COVID-19 cases no. Accross, and Timisrewa, Bomodiana, Shannon, so why? Na ye kwako to abey, na frame yesterday 7 December no. When so wait me at Nas and I was wait me kwako to be because COVID-19 cases no. Man, man, so ewiase afana nyina. And Timisrewa was so Shannon, so why? Yeah. Why? Samputuma putu. Samputuma petre, sampatama zuku, Wangana the share, wanna be, nobody, nobody. Of course, when you say a prayer, do remember Mother Ghana. Sampatama petre, sampatuma putu, sampatama poto. Sankatanga putu, sampatana pepe, sampatana pumpu, sampatana pepe, pray, go better, pray, go better. Let me read some of these messages before I make a way for Opey and Dr. REN team for the next show and the next program. Program pa. When he answer with TBA, Mr. Wan Kobebia, NT Shalom, Yahweh. One Opey Esiama, a seasoned broadcast journalist, Ebetinasi. Our GN Radio UK show, nowhere. And your baby, some of say it's only one radio station and the word UK. The African radio station, Omama Kenya, a bedroom, and Omo Boss Samambu. And Chema sorry so. And I mean I don't so chance beba. I don't know dumni beba. And Tibo who the row said Dr. REN GN Radio UK Monday to Friday. Why? Bono wa Pepe Ghana time 7 a.m. Now what follow you in your Facebook, just like our page. Enti aye wo mo share wo Facebook mama mama kwaba aye John Ahama ana Musa Ajono Robert Aidan Frederick Joe Oben David Ataban Bonalba Hamidu ana Ajua Living. Of course, tell a friend to tell a friend. And also Eric, my younger brother, was well done for speaking the truth. Eric, CEO of Top Clicks, your brother from Ghana. God bless you. Eric, Kokodie. Mommy ni uncle basically on the 31st though. Moti say nya check bi abomodi na fama be na be me. I love you all with the love from God. Let the peace of God be with you and also with your family. Keep safe till we meet tomorrow morning, God willing. I love you. Bless.
What's up, man? Say me by UK, me TGN Radio. Forget every other station. He be from here, Charlie. Yeah, we are more than okay, nobody, wanna be nobody, and nobody, and nobody, wanna be nobody, want to be, wanna be chogobi, want to be, Sampatama peche, sampatoma puchu, sampatama pocho, sankatanga puchu, sampatama pepe, sampatana pumpu, sampatana pepe, uo, pre, 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 you better, pre, 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 you better, Solema, 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 you go better, Solema, 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 you go better, Mundo go down, Tante, Ambagadum, Biggie, and Sagadum, Bodabim, Mampana, Madaba, some potom pompe, bottom, potting giddy, spark, bottom, pop, Sampatama putu, Sampatama tenbeta, Sampatama luku, Bensekene benzeta, Sampatama putu, Sampatama bogota, Sampatama pupu, putu, pre, 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 you better, pre, 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 you better, Solema, 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 you go better, Solema, 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 you go better.
GN Radio UK. Let every radio station be silent and let. Oh, Dr. REN, the beacon of morning shows, you king of the airways. Yes, I say it. Shine and sound, for the world is listening to you. Black tornado that shapes our terrible democracy. Oh, Krobia Santelana. Yes, fairy oratory of African soil. You are hard like the diamond. Ghana for say what's in the Dentambua. GN Radio UK. Look, everyone is listening to your wonderful host. From the man who never takes side. Yes, that is a fact and true. Oh, Dr. REN, the bright radiant, dissect diabolical societal issues. Oh, hammer the fact and truth until the truths are unfold. Dr. REN, I say, speak, even the lions and hyenas of politics are listening.